You lucky there was a wall behind that. Well, that show footage just went yeet.
Like that. I mean, I shouldn't break my shelves, but
No,
no.
because you actually want them ones,
Yeah. At the moment, though.
right? I see what you did though. You took away the middle ones because you block it.
Everything's empty, basically. Well, I just haven't boxed half the other shit up.
Yeah.
But I've boxed everything else boxed up, really.
Box.
Mainly the games.
Who won though?
Several boxes.
The boxers won. Dang.
Several boxes.
The boxers
Oh
won.
my lord!
My
You
Lanta.
screaming me!
What? You screaming at me?
I started choking my throat. Fucking hell, let's just get the fuck into it.
Feel like them 11 levels. Like fuck me.
Before I get carried away too much. What's up? Beards and beard. Oh my god!
Oh, it's not.
If you call that, you might have to slow it back down. Drop it, reverse it, rewind it.
You gotta do it in like to reverse it. You gotta do it forward. Do it backwards to reverse it.
Welcome to the Beardy, bro.
You laugh backwards.
It's
Like how do you laugh
slow-mo.
backwards?
It's all in slow-mo. Fucking. Oh.
Reverse it now, quick!
Look, can you
get a record and just spin it backwards.
You are the devil. Worship Satan.
Some of that is fucking like demonic sounding though.
It's freaking trippy as. Oh my god, we're down for another week.
There was like a myth thing behind us, like some of the devil was like, who the fuck believes that?
This just happened.
Same as that Bloody Mary thing.
Yeah.
I've sat in the fucking mirror, done jack shit.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary.
Oh, you gotta come out of your fucking mirror, like, bro. Stop.
I'm not gonna tilt that one, but
you're not gonna tilt that one.
Friggin' GROG this week on the episode of Poker.
Is that like a Japanese name beneath it?
Yeah.
GROG, is that GROG in Japanese? Yeah.
I'm not sure. Possibly.
It is because the first two and the first and the last are the same letter. The first symbol.
Yeah, true. So yeah, I guess it is. GROG. So true.
Vodka sold in Japan, but then wouldn't that be bigger in Japan? The GROG little like.
No, it's Australian made drink.
But why is it Japanese?
It's a 6%. It's a 1.6 standard drinks.
Let me guess. It's a grape flavor.
It's grape flavor.
I can see the word on the back.
Grape.
You're showing us grape on the back on the big purple.
And it's made by Cold Ones.
I was only because it was purple. Purple's usually grape flavored.
Yeah, grape. They've grape peach and lemonade ice. But I
want to make drinks one day and make purple apple or something just to fuck with people.
Mm.
And make like lemon red or like every fucking
I'm
good,
already
isn't it?
Fair chunk through this drink already, and I've only just been sipping on it for a bit, waiting for you.
Yeah.
Trap. It's nearly 2 standard drinks.
At all.
Well, it's 1.6, but
yeah.
6%.
Fucking good, isn't it? You drink they come in 6-packs too, though. It's only 4s.
Yeah, 4. And then it's 10, 4, 10.
4, 10, and
24.
then 24. Unless they got 15 bucks, but I don't reckon they'll do that.
Oh, fucking. What a fucking.
Remember the Woodstocks? They come in 8.
What escapade. Yes,
I think they come in 8.
8 or 10. Yeah, things are different when they come in different things. It's like the fucking Jack Daniels. They only come in 4.
Woodstocks in 8-packs, but they're big.
Aqua Boogie 4-pack.
Boogie 4?
Aqua Boogie.
Aqua Boogie. Is that like a dance in the ocean?
I guess
the
so, yeah.
Boogie.
Fucking, what was it? I was gonna mention fucking. It was funny the other day. Cold Ones had put up on their Twitter They're like, we're looking for a new social media like TikTok editor or some shit. So for a laugh, I think I sent you one of the clips. But I
Yep.
just for a laugh, I just ended up just because they're like from our latest episode, they're like, what you do to enter submissions, just look at our latest episode and just like throw some clips together. And I was like, oh fuck it, I'll do it for a laugh. And I've just
Right.
done that and upload them, and yeah, it was kind of funny. I post them up on my YouTube and my TikTok and shit. Like I'm like, fuck it, I'll take the content myself as well and I'll post it. So,
Right. They're saying you can't, so
so yeah, so I was like double edged sword, but yeah, they had some contests that they were trying to like, I guess, trying to make a contest. I'm like, it's a smart way though,
they're
realistically,
trying to get the
to
best creator to.
well that too, but it's also a kind of a cool way to get yourself free content as well, almost because then you have all these people edit all these videos
Right.
and then like enter them, and then you can be like, okay, cool, download them all and just re-upload, re-upload them to your channel. Like they could do that themselves because
I
legally
don't
they
reckon
can.
I would do that though. To
It's
be
their
fair,
content,
I pick some, but not all of them.
But that'd be like that. Like that's a smart, it's if not
Mm.
smart way to like have a bunch of people make content in a small amount of time, so you can
It's
upload
also a
onto the
good way to
channel.
get
And then
a video editor because that's what Markiplier
Yeah,
done. Like he put it out there and
they do that, yeah, as well.
got the best one that he thought was good. Like,
But it was kind of funny. There's some random, like there was a few, like of course a lot of people posted and shit. But some random dude
yeah.
never even heard of, and he's got like just as much followers as I do on Twitter as well. And it's just I was like, what the fuck? And there's all these people that like commented, like apparently guess know him, and he's like, we vouch for him, like on this dude's post. It's like, who the fuck even is this guy? Like some random dude, but everyone's like commenting on his post and hearting his post and like commenting. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's like there's like all these posts of people that are in there, like had posted all these different things themselves of edits.
Who is it?
Some random dude. I don't even know who the fuck he is. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I don't know who the fuck he is. Like I look at his profile, some kind of esports fucking editor apparently. But like even then he's not even anyone fancy. Like he's got barely any followers, so he's not really known
Esports.
anyway. But
Yeah,
like
followers aren't because most of my people who know me aren't on social media. Like,
well, that's what I mean. It was
like,
just kind of random. So I'm like, I don't even fucking know. But like, it was just kind of funny that like, out of all the people that posted this random dude, he's just like been blowing up in the comments, and everyone's like, I vouch for him. Yeah, he's a good bloke. Like, where the fuck are these people coming from that are just like, has he been buying? Like, has someone been buying bots or something? Like, just like you know what I mean? So it just feels weird
I
that
don't
like,
reckon stuff like that. It could just be people that in
yeah,
or
it's
know
just
him.
it's just crazy. Like, people just come out of the wazoo.
Because
like,
when you post something, they're definitely gonna jump all over it.
So yeah, it's just crazy. It's just like, yeah, it was just like, what the fuck is like, yeah.
Because bots have always said the exact same thing, just like
yeah, there was a lot of people going vouch. I'm like, okay then. Apparently you know this person.
maybe you did do it then, like he did bot thing.
I don't know. It's like it's fucking wild as. It's just so random. Like I don't.
Because I get maybe a few, but like a lot of them
the
saying
internet
vouch.
sometimes.
Vouch.
The fact that dude on his post got like a couple of thousand likes, and mine got technically 1 like because I liked my own thing on my own other account. And other people in the comments too got like maybe 1 like, and I went through on the other people that had no likes and liked their stuff, for the support. Cause like, oh yeah, I like their stuff.
Yeah, that one dude had thousands. Like,
but this dude had like a couple of thousand. I'm like, what the fuck? How? Like when you're, I was like, it's weird. I don't get it. I don't get the internet.
You find it. See how many people viewed it.
Oh,
if the view ratio is not there, then something's up.
Well, I had like with one of my posts, I think it was like 700 views, and this dude had like 10,000 views on his.
That probably explains it then.
Yeah, I'm
2,000 likes.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck? It's like how does he get 10,000 views as a comment when no one else when there's like
was he
20 other
quick
people.
on it though? Like was he like
No.
straight onto the thing?
No, I was the first person to post a video on there.
Dang, fuck.
That was the thing, and I made 3 videos.
That's weird.
As well, I made 3 different videos.
Yeah, I'll find it. That's fucking weird. I mean, it's not weird, but like it's.
Someone else got like a bunch of likes. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't get how Twitter works. Twitter is very weird because like people they make posts and they get attention from their posts. Whether sometimes even some people make a comment on someone else's post and the comment will get more views than the original post. Like I don't get how Twitter works. Like Twitter is fucking weird. But yeah, you'll if you go on Twitter, you'll see.
Oh yeah, we're hiring TikTok Shorts dedicated editor.
Yeah. If you scroll down a bit, you might see the dude's account and he had like, I don't know, it was like 2,000 likes, I think it was. And like a bunch of views, like I think it was like 10,000. I might be exaggerating it, but
Is it the one with only 100 likes? Like, that's all I see. 200, 125, 1,
Or it might have been
66.
might have been 1,000 views and maybe it was that. My brain might be exaggerating it. But yeah, it was
Nothing like what you said on there, like at all. It's all just 4, 3,
some
1,
dude,
300.
Yeah, some dude on there. It was weird. But yeah, there's a couple of my videos I've got like.
Unless it got deleted because.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. I was just like, I'm not complaining. It was just odd that I've like just how Twitter works to me. Twitter confuses me. Like I don't really understand how the ratios work on Twitter.
It's fucking algorithms too, bro.
Because like I said, like you could even like someone could make a post and you can retweet someone's post, and you yourself could get more interaction on the retweet of the post than the person posting itself. Like,
right.
It's like it's a separate category of.
That's
likes.
called getting ratioed, my boy.
It's
Apparently,
fucking,
like,
yeah.
fuck. It's like someone posts something and they get person below gets more likes. Ratioed. Shut up.
Yeah, what I mean, like it's like fucking like Fortnite Twitter's like that. It's like everyone's like ratioed, all this random shit. Like that's what I was saying. I was just thinking about. Like Twitter just confuses the fuck out of me sometimes. I don't know. I don't get Twitter. I've never gotten Twitter. I still don't understand Twitter. I just make posts and be like,
I just tweet and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I literally just tweet and then retweet and then maybe comment. That's all I do. Like that's all I stick to try and do. Because I don't know how people seem to work the Twitter side of things. Because people like professional tweeters, like they somehow know how to fucking,
professional bots, you should say.
Yeah, like it's fucking crazy. These people
take other people's posts and just repost it fucking everywhere.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Every few days they put the same thing out, like just till it gets traction.
That's it.
Like, no offense, the Xbots who post the same thing 10 different ways just to get finally get a reaction.
Yeah, that's it. They all share the same post, right? Same direction, same angle, same narrative.
You can get two different people with the exact same post nearly. It's like, that's not sus.
Yeah, exactly. They share the exact same thing.
Like near word for word.
Yeah. Sometimes either use the same image as well if they use a photo with it, or they
let's just say, if we had an idea of like, post about, let's say we've been playing Suicide Squad, post about that. That'd be a totally different fucking take.
Yeah, you would have your take and I have my take. I wouldn't just be like, oh, okay, Jim's wrote this, I'll copy and paste it. Like
theirs is not a coincidence. Theirs is literally 1-to-1 pretty much.
Paste. Well, speaking of that, yes, we have been playing Suicide Squad.
That's a nice segue, actually.
So you've been finishing it out, and I've just jumped in to try and finish mine off as well.
I put 40 hours the last 3 or 4 days.
You've really like succumbed to the squad. Like it's crazy.
I just want to platinum it.
Squad's taken over. I know. That's why I want to do it kind of ASAP too, but at the same time, I don't.
The thing is, you play the game, the platinum's like over half done.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to finish it.
Some of these games now with like these trophies slash achievements are just so bare minimum now. Have you noticed lately? Like some of them.
I mean, it's not bare minimum. You have to play the fuck out of the game. Like we're doing incursion after incursion.
It's sometimes just very basic things to do. Like you think, oh, maybe you go to collect, do something collectible wise, but it's not. It's just playing the game to get achievements. Like you know, most of them used to feel like an achievement because you had to collect something or you had to do certain type of task, not just play the
Valhalla
game.
And like that, the Assassin's Creed game, you had to collect all the flowers.
Collect the flowers, stacked all the stones, like do all the, it made the like you.
Them
you
fucking got stone stacking near broke me, bro.
That's what I'm saying though. But like you got the trophy to show that you
had done the satisfaction from doing it.
Like you actually rewarded, not just like it's like, oh, you came 10th place. Here, have a blue ribbon. It's like when you're running a race, there's first, second, and third. That's it. And everyone else is a runner-up.
I reckon, like, for every 10k like 10k bronze, PlayStation should send you a bronze trophy, like a little bronze trophy, for like every 10,000, 20,000 trophies.
Exactly. Even if it like
is that so hard for them? Like
a plastic,
cost them fuck all to print out trophies.
It's a plastic bronze, they're plastic bronze trophies. Like
no, give it like a YouTube play button thing, like
that's what I mean. Even if it happens to be just plastic or something. Base bare minimum, so it's not.
Well, if you hit 100k trophies across all things, like give them a
actual acknowledgement for the commitment, because that's a lot of commitment to put in to get those trophies. Like that's
a lot of yeah.
And that's what I mean when games are giving out so.
Because let's say a game usually has roughly 30 to 50 trophies. That's not that many. Like I'm at like 6k, I think, trophies. Like
Yep.
That's after years, like a decade so of playing. Like,
That's it. And that's what I mean. Like, it's just,
I was only a casual gamer back then, but
it's just crazy when games are just so lazy almost. It's just like, oh, you've left the house. Here's an That's like where the joke kind of came from. It's like, oh, you left the house. Here's an achievement. Oh, you touched grass. Here's an achievement. Oh, you've driven a car for the like first time in a week. It's like that's things that people are gonna do. Like, why would you reward someone for something so menial? It's like, oh, you've played the game. Okay, cool. Here you go. Like, put that effort into like actually.
that's not like God of War's recent one, like Ragnarok. You had to do like defeat the Valkyrie Queen, defeat like some of the big bosses.
Yeah, and you're rewarded for it. Like,
ones who are optional.
Yeah. And then it's your choice to go.
But if
not
you
just,
didn't have a platinum for it, like any trophy, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, not just
because
you're going to play the game. If you play the game enough, you will get the trophy for it. Like, if you play the game, you're going to get it. Okay, is there anything rewarding? No, not really. Like, you don't have to collect everything. You don't have to just play the game and you will get it. Like, it's so base.
I like how there's no collectible trophies in a lot of games though. Like, I hate collectible trophies that you have to go looking for without a fucking map, like them fucking Riddler trophies.
They weren't too bad.
If you didn't have a guide, you wouldn't find them that easy.
Oh,
some are in the weirdest fucking spots. Like, I had all but 8 of the whole thing about looking at a guide. I'm like, I can't find 8 of them. I scoured the map and I couldn't find them.
Is that the one that I made a video on that you could have watched?
I didn't watch that though. I looked at a written guide.
Yeah, I was like, because I made it very,
which I probably
very
shouldn't have done because they just wrote it.
Yeah, that's why I visually did it. So he's like, here's the map, here's the location, get it. Here's the map, location, get it.
Because a lot of you just wouldn't.
Oh no, I did the scan ones. I did the scan ones. That's right. I did the scan.
Yeah, not the actual trophies.
I was gonna do that, but then I was like, they technically just show up on the map, so.
Scan ones are bullshit though.
That's why I was like, that's why I did that one, because it's like map, location, you could visually see the location of it. You had to scan. Like those trophy ones, they literally just showed up when I was in the area. Like, I'd just be in the area, and it's like, oh, there's a trophy
you have
there.
to look in there. If you have to look at them first, and then they'll show up.
I don't even. Well, maybe I'd looked in the general direction, but I just had them appear. Like, I was nowhere near them. Like,
yeah, because I went around and around the map, and I couldn't find it. And I do specifically look.
Because some don't even spawn till a certain time too. Because there's one that was in that Luther building head.
Yeah.
That doesn't spawn till later on in the game. Because the start of the game, when I restarted the game on I think I replayed the thing on. I don't know if I did another profile or if it was on Al's account. But I did another playthrough of it. At the very start of the game, there was no trophy there. Yeah, it was weird.
I waited till the end of the game to do it anyway. So.
It's definitely a lot easier at the end game.
Little pain in the ass because there's 8 that wouldn't pop up.
Yeah, it can be a pain sometimes.
Because some are in very hidden, like off the side of the map, and then just under something. It's like, who's gonna check that?
Up top, like in really, really obscure places. One was, I think, in a box. You had some kind of thing you had to break. Weird.
I don't know about breaking.
Like behind a wall, or it was in a crate or something. It was weird. You had to shoot.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you shot it.
I kind of erased it from my memory. So I'm like, they were trash. Hopefully they never do it again. The way the Riddler trophies worked in the Arkham trilogy were way fucking better.
Like they did a poor execution of that. They're like,
they just went stick it here, stick it here, stick it here, stick it here. There's no significance to it. It's just on top of a statue, underneath the statue.
Yeah, they're in the most random places. They were in literally the most oddest places that they would be put. For one, I don't even know what is the Riddler even doing in Metropolis. I don't even know. It's like
I think it's Batman.
But why? Just because Batman's there doesn't mean...
Because Batman's there. I don't know.
You know what I mean? He didn't need... It's like, I'm gonna go to Metropolis because Batman's there and put trophies around. Oh, like, really, dude? You could have gone anything...
scan these objects. Why?
Like, you could have literally gone anywhere else. Like, you could have been... You could have gone to Australia if you wanted to. Like, the Riddler could have gone to Australia and been like,
put trophies there first.
I'm gonna put trophies around in Australia. Batman's never gonna find these. Like... You know, it just seems odd that they do these things.
The Riddler was just there for filler, I'm pretty sure, like the trophies and the riddles.
Like, those game locations were just so bad. Like, yeah, everything was just so base minimal for that.
I had no idea I had to scan the. I had to solve it. Not
The scan
fucking
feature makes no
scan thing.
sense. Like, that's the most, because you've got like the ping radar, but then the specific scan. Like, why? It was literally that mechanic was
Also,
just there
what
just
do you
to
use to
scan.
scan for other than scanning the
That's
Riddler
it.
spots?
They
'Cause
literally just put. That's what I'm saying. They literally just put that mechanic in
I
just to
literally never used it for
scan.
anything else.
That's it. You just used it to literally. If it was the ping scan, I could have understand if it was the same scan. But literally, they had this one scan function that was designed just to scan the buildings, and that was it. Nothing else. It wasn't used for any other feature except for that. Oh, you can scan enemies. You can scan enemy types, but you don't need to. You unlock them in your codex without even scanning them. Like, that's the thing that got me. Is like, you unlock them by just playing the game. You didn't have to scan them with that scan thing to be like, oh, that's a brute, or oh, that's a grunt. Like, the game just did it.
For one, you don't have time to scan in combat.
Oh, I better find out what this enemy is before I attack it.
Because we're on Incursion level 5 and you don't get any time for anything.
Oh, let's scan this. Oh my god, that person is Wonder Woman. Well, nah, shit. Oh, like I didn't know that was Wonder Woman. Because 5-10 minutes beforehand, she goes, hey. And everyone's like, oh my god, it's Wonder Woman. Like, why? Like,
It's that thing about the whole game, just why.
it's just so...
It's just
frustrating.
The only thing I think, because I scored it a 4 out of 10 because it's just 3 points of the story.
Yeah.
1 point for some combat, not all combat.
Some
combat's good.
1 point for just some combat.
Then 3 points for the story. Everything else is just...
Yeah.
I mean, the characters are good.
I mean, I did enjoy it originally, but coming back to it now and doing all the tedious nonsense is just...
The end game's just
so
fucking repetitive.
Unnecessary. Like, the end game is just like, oh, fuck, you've done everything. Like, what do we do to make people keep playing our game? Let's just slap
More
some
of the
shit
same
in there.
thing.
Like, that's not going to keep people around playing your game.
Like, you've got the campaign missions now, like the bus, the hacks, all across the map. And then you've got 3 incursions plus 2 horde modes. One's
Doesn't
hardcore.
help.
And one's Kill Brainiac again. Like,
it doesn't help that the game's short, realistically, if you power through it, and then there's no other content until, like, more than a month later. They literally made the game short.
Yeah, sometime this month, Season 1 drops.
Yeah, which is now March. So it's like, they made the game, had the game that's so short, basically, that you're going to, like, oh, I'm done.
About 20 hours.
Yeah, but still, like, you can finish that in a couple of days. Like, from when you think about when it came out, a month later, you got to wait just over a month before the next content comes out.
Mm.
Like, people have done the game.
Well, I've seen people on that's level, like, 300 or so, like, just because they're just killing the same things over and over.
And like I said, they're all going to be
because
prepared.
They like the game, but there's nothing new yet.
Those people are going to be well and truly prepared for when the next stuff comes out. Oh, yeah. That's the crazy part. Like, they're going to be, you know...
Like, the Draco looks good, but I'm not that invested to keep it installed for it.
That's it. Like, that's why I'm kind of wanting to, like, platinum it, but I'm kind of not really wanting to rush it because I want to be able to come back to the content. Like...
They got a whole 4 seasons, so maybe right at the end of it next year, I might do the season stuff.
It's supposed to be like you can do whatever season you want to do at any point in time. Yeah, like it's not just like most.
And by then, the offline mode might happen. So yeah, I can do it all fucking offline.
That's it. So
it should have shipped with one, like fucking Warner Brothers, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. Fucking Warner Brothers.
But on the other hand, again, Helldiver's doing fucking great. Helldivers is smashing out the parks.
They're doing so great
like
that a lawsuit nearly happened on some Steam account because they took Helldivers, took the name, the images, everything, and put their own page up for like $20.
Yep.
Try to sell a fake Helldivers too.
Someone else, some random dude.
3 fucking games of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, someone or some people made 3 Helldivers 2 games, put them for like $20 on fucking Steam.
Oh wow!
They're taken down now though. Like
they'll try
went
to
up.
Capitalize on the craze and make people fall for it. And go, oh, I'll buy this. Just get a crappy game. Yep. That I'm not surprised.
They put everything PlayStation, fucking Arrowhead. I'm like, bruh, that's fucking.
But that
dodgy.
at that point though, like that's bad. But that shows you how well the popularity of the game is. How well it's selling that people want to try and capitalize on people it's selling. Like that's the crazy part. Like went like
it sold like 10+ million. Like
it's crazy. Like these developers are not expecting. Like they've said their roadmap that they had scheduled ahead, they've scrapped because of how
yeah,
popular
they had to do a
everything's
new
rushed.
one.
Yeah, they just dropped everything and just been like, "Fuck, we need to get like things rolling forwards more." Like they're starting to already prepare the raids now.
Well, they
because,
didn't scrap it. They just moved to the side and managed
Yeah,
more of
because they're starting to get like prepare for the raid stuff
patches
that's
first.
happening because they weren't expecting the raid to do any big raids yet for the game, like raid events, and now they're starting to prepare for that and having things move forwards to like match with the lore and stuff. And it's just crazy that they, because of how abundant it is. Like
There's a lot of people playing. That's why,
Yeah.
like, they didn't expect it.
And there's like shit been dropping. Like the game master's been dropping content in the game, and like there's already shit. You can see that they've already been dropping stuff here and there, left, right, and
Yeah,
center.
they're dropping mechs already and shit somewhere.
Mechs
Like,
and the vehicles, and there's like stratagems for like calling in NPCs, reinforcements, and that's
yeah,
crazy.
there's going to be a stratagem for NPC. That's going to be sick. Like, 'cause you had it in the first game, you can have 3 other people with you.
So it would help call in extra backup,
Wouldn't that be cool being solo? You just call in some NPCs.
Well, imagine that though. If you have that, if you actually imagine like one of the big raids or something, you 4 users are in, you all have that each. Call an extra 3 people each. Like
I
that'd
think
be
that'll work like that though.
that'd be cool though.
It might be like 1 per person.
Oh, it might be
maybe.
that perk thing. You know how you have that perk tier? It could be a perk stratagem that only one person, because you can equip, only one player can equip one thing.
Yeah, true.
So maybe they could put it as one of those, so that there's only one, and then it's all shared between every one of yous, but you can only call in like every 10 minutes or something like that.
But you get like just one, because you got a team of 4, you only get one. So you have 8.
So it'd be like calling in a resupply, or like the resupply or the thing like
it just
that.
got a way longer cooldown.
So then it's anyone can call it in out of the 4 squad, or if it's whoever's in the party, but then you got to wait the cooldown for it to call in again. But that would help.
That season 1, I'm guessing, with stuff like that.
Because I mean, stuff like that would help if you're going up against like a big horde. Like if you've got a massive like horde going on.
Especially the fucking Bile Titans.
Bile Titans are pretty easy now.
If you do that solo though, it's pretty fucking rough. Like trying to do an extreme or higher.
Well, people are already figuring out the ways to take out Bile Titans like that. Like everyone's been working around now, figuring out.
You got the orbital.
There's other ways of doing things now. Like there's like shooting them in the jaws, stuff like that. You can just take them out like that, like shooting them in the chest. Like people are figuring the weak spots on their bodies on the undersides, because they got that.
That's what I've been shooting them for fucking.
Yeah, there's like a specific spot. There's like a specific spot now.
Over me, like
underneath, like I can't remember what it was, like under the neck.
Oh, they fixed it.
But there's the spot, one of the spots, because like the whole thing's yellow, like that yellowy weak spot.
You got that green under.
But there's one specific spot you can shoot, and it just takes him out like that almost. Like you can fucking just. I've seen people just get like.
Well,
down
I know
underneath,
the armor's not working as intended.
Like the I think it was like used the javelin, the rail gun. I think it was the rail gun was pretty OP. So one shot, like I think it was like 1 or 2 shots.
The autocannon, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think it was like the rail gun was like 1 or 2 shots underneath, and they're dead. Like same as charges, it's like using the railgun just straight through them, it kills them instantly. Like it's insane. Like I was saying, the railgun has like 20 rounds, something like that. That's one of the best ones to equip because you've got so many rounds. But it's so powerful that
but it's only used on big things though. That's the thing.
So you can take down charges, because charges are basically little bitches. Like they're one of the weakest things.
Oh, you just shoot them in the front leg and they go down. Like
just a couple of shots to the front leg, they're done. Like that auto rifle, that fucking anti-material rifle, fucking just
you don't shoot the ass of a charger. I found out you just waste of ammo.
Yeah, I mean it does help. Like it is a weak spot, but the ironically enough, you shoot off the plate. Legs. Yeah, because it's armored, but you shoot off that armor plate and they're fucking done. Like, and then shooting off like the arms of the Hulk, you just use the fucking anti-material rifle I've used. It only takes a couple of shots to their arm and their arms are gone. Like,
and then they're fucking useless.
Yeah. So, like, it's pretty crazy. Like, once you start working out what are the weak spots, which a lot of people are doing, it's phenomenal. Like, how well it's. Like the game is. Like, it's got all these little.
Because we already know the
shortcuts.
basic enemies, because they're pretty simple. Like, you aim for the head, the stuff like that. But like the bigger ones are a bit harder until people figure it out.
And that's what I mean. That's why.
Then Bile Titans are just pains in the asses in like originally.
But everything's gone crazy.
They're so quick. Now you got the rifle, you just get under them, just pop, pop.
Yeah. Basically, just slide under them and fucking shoot underneath their undersides. It's crazy. Like it's I don't know. It's just a game. It works. Like okay, I may not have played it for a bit, but like it's a game that works. Like it works so fucking well.
Well, there's
like,
a post I saw today that they said that every future live service game should follow Helldivers 2 example.
They just do it so well.
Perfectly done. Like,
and it's something that you can.
There's paid content, or you could earn it in game. Like,
but the thing is with this kind of live service game is, you can play it and then leave it and come back a month later or come back a week later and play it again.
Because I'm waiting for patches to still roll out, but like I haven't touched it in a little bit.
Oh, it's definitely fixed up since we last played it when we were having issues. They're not mucking around. Like, they're onto it.
No,
they're like boom, 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 straight on, like fixing.
I've been looking at the Discord. Patch.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Every day or two, like.
But it's something that works. Like other live service games, like when you look at like Destiny and a few other things, like if you miss an event, like or even Fortnite, like you miss an event, you've missed out. Like, or everything happens, you've missed. You know, if you get behind, you're behind. Like this, you're not really missing out on anything. Like, you know, you can come and go. You're, you know,
premium war bonds. When the next one's out, you can access the last one still.
I think so. Yeah,
I think that's what they said.
And it works. Everything.
I think Division does that well as well.
Division, Halo Infinite did incorporate that.
Yeah, but no one plays that, so.
Oh no, that's actually weirdly enough picked up a community again. It's so fucking weird. Like a lot of people are playing that again.
It's crazy. Only the multiplayer though, not the
yeah.
Dog shit campaign.
Oh yeah, no one touches the campaign. Nothing you get out of the campaign. Once you've done it, there's nothing else. Like the live service campaign they brought for that doesn't even work. It's nothing too live.
I just can't believe how small that map is. Like the campaign map was like. You can run from one end to the other in like 5 minutes.
Kind of. You had to fly. Also, but.
Yeah, but it's fucking small.
Took me about half.
Like you got this whole planet to explore, and you just got this little fucking part of the map.
Well, the ring.
This little PT bit.
They were supposed to expand the ring, and then shit happened.
Have they? Nope.
They were supposed to. That's what I said. They were supposed to. That was rumored anyway. It was never even confirmed. That was just rumored that they were gonna expand the ring and make this.
Yeah, you're a fucking battle royale. That got cancelled, thankfully. So. I think a lot of their stuff's been cancelled actually.
Well, that's it. It's just been, yeah.
I just hope they license out Halo. Give it to someone else.
Yeah,
how about you get Respawn?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're not doing much now, so.
No, the Star Wars game got cancelled.
They
be laughing, but
they shut down a lot of Star Wars projects, like The Mandalorian. Yeah, but
have you noticed they shut down the good ones? Like this was a third person. Your Mandalorian, Bounty Hunter.
All the solo stuff they shut down. All the stuff that's still in project now are the multiplayer stuff.
Star Wars 1313. That's going to be good. Cancel.
All the stuff is all that multiplayer stuff where they can microtransaction.
Yeah, all EA cares about. Was single player, so. But yet again, they did Fallen Order and stuff, and that was very successful.
Like,
they cancelled that.
I don't know what it is with EA. They clearly can see that solo single player stuff is what's working, but they keep going, let's make multiplayer! Let's make multiplayer! Let's try and make that money on microtransactions! Well then if that's the case, EA, if you're going to do that, make the game free, then people will chuck money at you because the game's free! Don't be like, let's charge $120 for this game, and then expect everyone to charge $25 every month! No! No one's going to do that! Like, fucking EA. Get your shit together. Fuck. Like, who is thinking this shit at EA? Like, who? No single player because it's not making enough money.
Someone in the fucking corporate box.
Like, they clearly don't know. Whoever's doing it clearly doesn't know games.
It's not EA itself. I'm pretty sure it's the investors.
Whoever these investors
are. Money to do these projects.
Yeah, whoever these investors or whoever is going on, they don't know shit. Because they're fucking it up. People wanted to be
sure it's the investors who cancelled this Star Wars game. It wouldn't be EA.
No, but that's.
But I'm hoping that Respawn see what Toys for Bob did, see the red flags, and just go.
Hopefully more studios.
Because EA is fucking everyone up. Not EA, but like the higher ups.
But the funny thing was even with that though was remember how Toys for Bob like enfolded into Activision. Remember how they had the CEO of like that Toys for Bob like head like director
they got merged.
Yeah, they merged and Toys for Bob literally vanished. That's the crazy part. This is the miracle out of all of that. You had a studio that absolved.
Well, they didn't vanish; they were merged in, but they're still Toys for Bob.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. They emerged
But they weren't
they weren't their own studio basically.
They were in the Call of Duty part.
Exactly. They were still there, but they were working things. They've literally they've detached and became an individual studio again. They've literally gone. We've evolved. We've solved in. Our director became one of your head
anyone
director.
can do it if they want to.
And that's what I said. It's literally showing that one of their directors literally became a head director for Blizzard or whatever it was, or co-director, whatever the fuck it was.
I wonder if he went back now. Like,
oh, she. I don't know what she. That's the crazy part. Like, my camera.
Do you reckon she left Blizzard and then went, nah, fuck you and left?
If she did, that's just showing you that anyone can leave any kind of studio.
They can. That's what I was telling you about Bethesda. Like, they can just go.
But
really?
they're usually too scared, or because the contracts is trying to bind them in. But somewhere, if whatever contract was there, it didn't affect them, that they were able to detach the you know what I mean, from the contract.
Which is what you got to wait for the next renewal, like the next signing. You can just go.
So it'd be interesting to see who else
Bethesda are unhappy with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Or Xbox, whoever's making the decision.
Well, how they've been shafted over.
Because they hate this exclusivity thing. They hate it because they're losing fucking millions of money.
Well, Starfield, literally, they were going to make Starfield for it was going to come out on PlayStation. And Phil Spencer literally said, it himself.
Redfall was cancelled for PlayStation.
He literally said himself in that thing a while back, he said himself that they bought it so they could make it exclusive for Xbox. He literally had stated it, that he wanted exclusivity because they were threatened by what PlayStation was doing, even though PlayStation had access to things in timed exclusive, and games still came to Xbox, but Xbox freaked out about their timed exclusives and going, we're going to have this extremely exclusive.
But yet they did it with a lot of games as well. Don't forget about in the 360 era, they had timed exclusives, Xbox One.
Exactly, and look what happened. PlayStation didn't freak out about it. They were like, okay, we'll get it when we get it.
No, they never snatched a third-party publisher out of anywhere or anyone.
That's what I'm saying. They never snatched. They were like, okay, well, when it comes out, we'll be fine.
They only literally got devs who made PlayStation games, and they just brought them in, Naughty Dog.
That's what's funny about it. That even the fact that Phil Spencer hadn't admitted to it, that they were scared. They were literally scared.
I mean, they did it to not Bungie, because Bungie hates Microsoft. So. Also, they're not owned by PlayStation; they're owned by Sony. Same as how ZeniMax is under Microsoft, not Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. Microsoft is the parent company.
Like
Sony
Xbox
is the parent company.
They don't run Bethesda. Like it's Microsoft to do it.
That's exactly it. Yeah, Xbox and Bethesda are at the same level. They're partners.
Same as how Bungie and Sony are like
Microsoft
that. Microsoft
is the parent. Xbox and that's
Bungie's a bit under now because.
Well, they're only a small studio compared to what PlayStation is.
Yeah. But I just don't get the fuck. But this has come back to bottom 60 billion or whatever the fuck it was, and if studios right now are leaving, like Toys for Bob's gone.
I don't think people realize how. And the thing is too, I don't think people realize how big Toys for Bob is.
They're pretty big. They did the remakes of Spyro and
they helped with working on bloody Crash 4 as well.
Yeah.
They made they helped,
they made Crash 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they've had their hands in all the other spin-offs and everything, and the fact that they've worked on Call of Duty, and that was before the merger. They helped working on Call of Duty. I don't think they realize how much Toys for Bob has an input in.
I'm thinking Raven that'll be next.
They ran Skylanders. They made the whole Skylanders franchise game. Look how well that did with all those little microtransactions, with all the figures.
It went well to a point, then just went.
Well, it ended.
Because everyone just got sick of it. Yeah,
it ran its reign. They did fucking 4 or 5 generations of it.
And they didn't milk it. As soon as they dropped off, they just stopped it.
Well, when it got towards its end, they ended up going to the TV show. They ended up working and making a TV show instead to coexist with it. They went in a different direction. So even then, Toys for Bob helped make a TV show for kids. It's crazy what Toys for Bob's done.
I'm still saying Raven Software are going to be one of the ones next gone.
I mean, they were OG back in the day because they helped with Wolfenstein and stuff like that, I think, didn't they?
Because they did their own games also.
Because didn't they work with in shit with Wolfenstein, Raven and stuff like that? I'm sure they did back in the day.
I'm having a look. Hang on.
I'm sure it was them that helped with them back in the day because they worked with they helped work on.
They joined Activision in '97, so before that they were independent.
They did Prey and stuff like that. I'm sure they had input with Prey and some small portion of.
They made Hexen.
So yeah,
Hexen 2, Heretic, Soldier of Fortune
mm.
for PS2 and that, like Star Trek Voyager,
because
Jedi Outcast, Soldier of Fortune 2.
because
The
Raven,
fucking Jedi Academy they made that.
yeah,
Like
because Raven have done both made their
X-Men
own
Legends,
games,
Quake
and
4.
also been partnered to help make games as well. So being partners, you won't always find them listed, but there've been a lot of games that they've helped work on.
Remember, they did the X-Men Origins Wolverine game.
Yeah,
Raven.
I said there's games they helped work on, and there's games they've made themselves. So they've done a lot of work. Like they've done a lot of work. Like
They did the 2009 Wolfenstein.
Yeah, see, that was with
Singularity. Then they helped on COD ever since. Nothing but COD now.
They went over
because they took a good studio. COD.
And it was then it clearly shows you they weren't even part of Activision. They were just their own studio.
Well, they were. They were part since 1997.
Yeah, but they were able to work with other studios as well. And
they were able to make their own, like the Jedi games, the Soldier of Fortune,
which again, most Star Wars licensing back then wasn't part. Like you think about, it, they were under.
They were with everyone. Like
yeah,
they were with whoever they wanted.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
as
Even though
the X-Men, and because that was Fox, really.
Yeah, and that's it. Like they worked.
I don't know how they got Quake though. Quake 4.
Yeah.
Developed with assistance by id Software, published by Activision. Like,
yeah, id and Raven did a lot of things together.
Them days are gone, like, because id's under ZeniMax now. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's weird that you've got us two different studios, id and Raven, work together. Raven's under Activision and id's under ZeniMax, which is under Bethesda.
Like, two different fucking.
That's a big different stretch. I mean, they're now both under Xbox, but
like they've been doing COD since 2010.
But it's crazy, yeah.
With Black Ops.
Yeah, that's where it started, was Black Ops.
And it's just COD all ever since, until Cold War. Nothing ever since that.
Yeah.
I'm like, they need to get out of there now. Like,
it's crazy.
Hey, once Toys for Bob did it, like, it's not stopping anyone else.
That's it.
As long as you can stand on your own feet, like being indie.
Yeah.
Why not?
Which you can clearly see.
Raven Software's name is out there.
Yeah. Not like they're just randoms.
They made some big ass games back in the day.
Yeah.
That's right. There's so many developers now that will learn from the Toys for Bob thing, like from ZeniMax, from Activision, from Blizzard.
And I think a lot of these two are
from EA, maybe even.
I think a lot of
from
these like
Embracer for a start.
Well, that's it. But that's what I'm saying. I think Toys for Bob.
Focus has gone. I think now they've just left Embracer.
Oh yeah.
Focus dipped.
Yep. Well, Embracer was just there to help. Like that's the thing. Embracer was just picking
Embracer
up
cancelled 30 games recently.
Well, that, I mean, sometimes they have to for like budget because they are paying a lot of that is their budget. They're funding that stuff.
If you're gonna cancel games like that, don't get them in the first place.
But Embracer basically helped a lot of studios from literally disappearing.
Also, that's what tanked a lot of them too.
Like that was the thing. Like Embracer did do a lot of good, keeping a lot of people.
Yeah, active. Until they got too big.
Then they had to balance out their. You know, it happens.
They're gonna have to sell some stuff off now.
But
like crazy. I hope because they just acquired some Crystal Dynamics. They acquired all of them. I'm hoping Sony can swoop in and get Crystal Dynamics in that now because hey, they got a history of Tomb Raider in that.
And that's it. It's one of those things like
because they'd have to start like Embracer are cracking right now. Like they're just not going well.
It's one of those hiccup periods.
Games cancelled, fucking studios leaving. Like so, like no, it's Saber. Saber left.
Yeah,
not Focus.
But that's the thing, though.
Saber's got a lot of shit going right now.
But that's the thing. It's good though. It's a good thing though that a lot of those studios are able to get their footing and leave. Like that's the thing though. Like they were able to because if they didn't go to Embracer, like something like Saber that didn't go to Embracer that now managed to leave. I don't even know
why Saber even went there. Because they wouldn't need saving, surely.
Yeah, they won't. They're not a big like they've been around for a long time, but they don't really have much now. They haven't really had much under their belt.
Ooh.
Like
Embracer selling Warhammer 40k.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Space Marine.
Yeah. And I saw things.
It says Saber's splitting off from Embracer to continue the KOTOR remake.
Yeah.
Because they were going to close that down.
Because they couldn't afford it, but Saber were able to leave because they can afford to step aside.
Embracer selling Saber for 500 million.
Mm.
Hey Sony, do not go to EA. Do not go to EA or nothing. Like fuck
No,
me.
EA would fuck you over 100%. But that's what I'm saying.
Sony
Though
though,
Embracer were
well,
literally
they were
like,
co-developing KOTOR, so that makes sense.
yeah. But that's what I'm
Well,
saying though. Like
they were financing it.
Embracer was a good idea and has been a good idea because a lot of studios would have actually died if they didn't get a
Yeah,
chance
but
to
they
go to
just took
Embracer
it way too far.
to they did take on a lot, and that was the hard problem because then they also are responsible for funding. So that's the bigger next issues because they own
Funding,
you know,
the most studios in the whole games industry, like bruh.
and that's the hard part. Unless you're not making that money, unless you're making that money back, which they weren't, and
They're not,
becomes a thing.
because
Like it's hard.
Saints Row flopped. That was one of their big ones that they banked on. But
And that's it.
you had the games they cancelled. You had other flops that I can't remember.
But like, yeah,
Why are they selling Space Marine though?
it happens.
Oh, I thought no, Saber making that. Fuck me.
Yeah.
So Saber's on Space Marine too. That's gonna go so well at the end of the year. That's gonna make well over $500 million.
Hmm.
Whoever buys them is gonna see that.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping Sony are smart enough to snatch it up.
Oh, it would be a smart thing.
Well, Microsoft can't, or not for a year or so.
Yeah.
Not that they would, because they've got so many right now that we're still seeing nothing from.
Yeah.
It's
definitely one of those things. Like it's a weird area.
I'm not for monopolies, but like Sony are the smallest of them all.
They
kind of need stuff like Saber.
It's just crazy though. Well, that's the scary part at the moment. Like they people, you know, you're saying that, but like at the moment, like Sony cancelled a lot as well. Sony has shut down a lot, fired a lot the last week. Like it's
but
like
that's
crazy.
fucking weird.
Like Sony had to fire stuff from each different studio.
Yeah, 900 people. Like
it's crazy. They had to pick.
But then again, that's also in every division of like every industry, like EA, like everyone's firing right now because they hire right at the end of it just to fire them later on. Like
because of the new year.
If I was in the game industry, I'd just be fucking scared because you go work somewhere, your time's limited because if you're there right at the end of a game being made, you're just there for that and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Like it's.
And you got to just go off again.
Yeah.
But I think the news blows it out. It's like, oh, they fired 900 people. I'm pretty sure they would have known. Except that one studio.
Well, when you start adding up, it's 900 people sound a lot. But when you go through, okay, it was like, 10 studios or 20, 15 studios. And then it only ends up being like, 10 people from here, 10 people from here, 7 people from here.
Still a lot.
Like when you think about like a big
Sony
studio.
studios aren't that big.
No, but you think about like Naughty Dog had to let some people go. And there's like how many people there? 500 people. They emotionally let go maybe 5 people out of the 500. Like that's nothing.
Yeah, but it's just the way the news have it. Like, there's like...
I'm saying, it sounds
scary. They make it sound so bad, but it's like... I'm pretty sure they're compensated, or they fucking should be if they fire them. Like, just...
Especially if a lot of those... Especially if some of those people are contractors. Like, a lot of some of those
stuff... a lot of them would be contractors.
Some of that stuff is contractors, or they're writers that are on for that project. So they get people in to write. They're on for that project. That project's done, like you said. Then they're done, so they're fired because they don't need them for another project.
I think it's the way they word it, like... If they're contracted, their contract runs out, then they move on.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like, they're done.
Can the publishers not just say their contracts run out? Like,
because if they've been fired. Like if you know the industry, there's a lot of contractors that people will come on.
It's like 50-50.
Like you'll come on right.
You got like Corey Barlog in Sony Santa Monica. He's like a mainstay.
Well,
you've
what about
got them types, but then you got contractors.
They're not even counting in certain elements. They're not even counting in they just say staff are fired. You're not even looking at the fact too that there's voice actors. Voice actors come on for a project.
There's social managers. There's fucking everything. Like
because you got a couple of voice actors. Okay, they're on for that project. Okay, they've done that project. They're not needed for the next game. Okay, they're gonna have to go to a different studio. Like voice actors jump from studio to studio.
5 years when they need it for a sequel or another game. Like,
so that actor's now fired because they've done that project. They're done. Let's go to the different studio.
I'm still not condoning that though, because
firing
that many people. It just sounds wrong.
It sounds scary, but once, like I said, once you break it down, it's not as scary when you think studios are letting.
But still, I mean, I hope they are doing well though. Like, it's not like a malicious firing.
Yeah, and usually it's not, but it's just crazy that it's just happening at the moment.
No, the ones from Activision Blizzard was because you got the devs on Twitter just going ham on them, like fuck Activision, fuck this, fuck that.
That literally was a downside, though. That literally was a downside because they were submerging some of their employees from Xbox over to Activision and stuff like that. So they had to push that stuff out. So they can. Merge them in.
That's fucking corporate greed though, because them higher ups only want to be bought for the fucking payout to retire.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly why they bought these mergers up.
Like, so they can devs had no idea until like it was announced. I'm pretty sure, and they're like, huh?
"Oh no, no, it was." There was a lot of them talking about that when it was going on. Like,
it's like they didn't want to be part of Microsoft. Like a lot of them didn't.
Like, it's crazy. Like,
they like being independent with their, but now like. You say like Choice of Bob gone. They wouldn't have done that if they were still by themselves.
Yeah.
They might have probably. No, they might have been closed down if they didn't have Microsoft.
Well, like I said, they were close to being absolved into. They basically were already starting to be absolved.
So let's just say, the merger helped Toys for Bob, really.
Yeah. But that was about it. They had enough reputation and earnings from what they've done to clearly go separate and become independent and then work for anyone. Because they have that reputation.
I'm just thinking, because they're indie, like, I reckon it's the heads at the studio who have all the money from recent stuff, and they're just putting all their money into it for the short term until they get a game or two out, and
it's whatever they get.
Because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have much, because under Activision they would have seen a lot of it. But no, I mean, hey, all fucking congrats to them.
It's a start. That we're gonna slowly start seeing more studios.
No, we'll be seeing something new from them though. That's the good thing, like something unique.
But I mean, it
not
makes
just another Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you need Toys for Bob helping out on Call of Duty? Why do you need that stuff?
See how many there's like 10 dev teams on Call of Duty.
You need. So
back in the day, it was just Infinity Ward.
It was mostly a choice they came to. There was mostly there was mostly a choice that came to. It's either you can leave now or you're absolved into the company, and they mostly gone, no, we're leaving. We're not gonna fold our employees into you and make Toys for Bob disappear. Like, we want the studio to still exist.
I'm just hoping there's no animosity now. Like they're gonna do something shit to them, or like it's just because you know Activision are not the kindest of publisher.
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Kodak's not there anymore, so he's gone. Lulu Chen's gone.
Things.
I can't believe all the Lulu Chen that were all bagging PlayStation on Twitter. Now where are they? Just retired. They wanted the fucking paycheck.
That's it.
That's the only reason why it sold. They just wanted to be sold to get their yachts and fuck off. Like,
get their
fucking dirty, man.
Get their payouts.
And yet, like, I think Bethesda, ZeniMax probably did the same thing.
Oh, clearly.
Because Bethesda are against the whole thing.
Well, it's a weird thing because, like, you got the heads up, the higher ups of Bethesda are fine with everything. It's the ones that actually work at Bethesda that are against.
Yeah, like, what's his name? Todd Howard hates it. Like, he's like, nah, this is shit. Like,
well, it's definitely not what he expected because he was originally all for it. Like,
he was all for multi-platform still.
Yeah, he was happily going over, but then, like I said, there was that talk of still being multi-platform, but then once they, realised that after the fact,
ones above Todd Howard and that, like, who sit in the suits up in the table.
But Todd Howard's just a face for Bethesda. Like,
he's the director of a lot of games, like,
but he's not like
he's actually a dev himself.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's part of the team.
Exactly.
Like he's still like the head of Bethesda, but like he's under the corpo.
He's the face part of it. Like he's he's the director. He's the face. So he's just the front man. He's the top where you visually see the top. You don't see any further.
He's like how Phil Spencer was for Xbox kind of thing. But like,
Phil, and again though, Phil on the other chain too.
I'm hoping the Toys of Bob kicks off a lot of shake up now with.
Just everything that studios. These indie companies are doing though in general. Like look at Arrowhead, like how well we've said. Like Arrowhead's been doing well. There's like other indie studios like that are doing well for themselves.
Sony funds Arrowhead, I'm pretty sure. They put probably
But that's it. Like, you could fund. It's still.
They put some money into them, but the return they would have got back from Arrowhead and
That's
Sony
what
is
I'm saying,
insane.
though. Like, Arrowhead's done that
because
well.
an indie game costs a few $100,000.
Yeah.
Let's
But it's
say.
like I said, you could still have a company.
Then you
that
sell
can make
10
it-
million?
Yeah.
Like,
That's like you can still have indie companies, and they can do complete shit and not sell nothing. But you can do something that does actually good.
no,
it works,
indie
and-
games, as long as they're unique, they'll sell.
Yes and no, but if it literally is garbage, it will not sell.
Oh, yeah, but
You know what I'm saying,
Xbox
no?
won't make garbage.
No, but I'm just saying in general, like, it's good to see that we're seeing decent indie companies that are actually doing well. They're actually showing that they've got talent, and they're not just, which,
Yeah.
then you have, like, fucking...
Which Choice Bob has got talent,
Yeah,
so
they've
does
got talent.
Saber. Like, someone buy Saber. That's not Microsoft or EA.
At least, and then you're not like someone
Have
like
Ubisoft buy them, like, come on.
Oh, no, I was going to say, don't even get me started with Ubisoft. They're at the moment being all like, we're the best company making quadruple A titles. No one can make quadruple A titles like us. Like,
oh, yeah, what was...
Where are
what
you
was
getting
Skull
this
and Bones?
from?
They
Where
called
are
it
you-
quadruple A, didn't they?
Where are you getting this from? Why are you being all like gloaty now
That's
and
their
showboaty?
marketing team, though.
Like, seriously, you do not make quadruple A titles. I haven't seen any quadruple A titles.
They used to.
Maybe, but like, they're all triple
No,
A.
they did back in the 2000s. They made a lot of good games. Prince of Persia's, fucking everything.
They're triple A's. Like, no one's really made
Beyond Good and
AAA.
Evil. No, but like...
What happened?
and that, I think, is a
Yeah, you say Beyond Good and Evil.
game.
Where's the second game that was announced 10 years ago? It was meant to come out for the PS4 and fucking Xbox One. And then they re-announced it for PS5 and Xbox Series X. We're literally
They
now on
haven't
this...
cancelled it yet, so...
We're literally on the end of almost coming to the point where we're going to see a PS6 and fucking Xbox, whatever
Yeah,
the fuck they do.
4 fucking years. If
Series-
they're out by then,
fucking,
like,
you know,
it's not coming out.
Like, they announced it, we end up seeing a fucking trailer for it that they hyped it up for. Still heard nothing. Oh, but we make great games.
They're meant to be coming. They had a remake, but where's that?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Ubisoft is
Like,
literally...
Sam Fisher was coming back. I mean, they kept putting him in, like, Siege and...
That's what I'm saying. Like, Ubisoft is doing everything wrong. Like, what happened to fucking... What was that game? Defiant?
X-Defiant.
What happened to that?
Is that even out yet?
What happened to that?
What did happen to that? I fucking like that game. It's better than COD.
That's what I'm saying. What happened to that? Like, things are just...
X-Defiant release date. Oh, it will release before March 31st, 2024.
Will it, though? Like...
Okay, this was announced a couple of weeks ago, so yeah, maybe before March 31st. So
Drop as a quadruple A
hopefully soon.
title? Fucking hell. Like...
That's better than COD.
It's
That's
just...
the main thing.
It'll come back out again, and it'll literally... Some people will play it, and then it'll die, or people will go like, yeah, and they'll go back
I
to
just
fucking...
hope they haven't changed it because it played well.
Oh, I can tell you now, the way it's gonna, like it's been, people are gonna come back and play it. They're like, yeah, it was fun, and then go back to Siege. All the Ubisoft players are literally just gonna go back to Siege. Like, that's all they do.
Yeah, but Siege and COD players are two different things. Like, no one plays
Yeah,
both.
but no one's
really.
gonna drop COD to go play X-Defiant.
They will if it's good enough.
But look how the beta went.
Because
So
the
many
thing,
people access that.
COD players have dropped off COD now. Like, they're
Because
looking for a
it's-
new game.
Well, not that. They're not looking for a new game. Literally, COD's fucked. They literally fucked it. Have you seen their battle
That's it.
passes?
The players looking for a new game, which X-Defiant could fill that if it's
They
done right.
literally fucked themselves up. They've lost their licenses for their fucking battle passes and shit. Like, no one wants to partner with them now. Like, if you you look at the last one they did
That's hilarious.
before the season 1 thing, you had the Spawn season, you had all this license shit. Now you look at the content, and it's literally just dog shit content. When you had Spawn and you want to pay $15 for a
I
battle
mean, they
pass,
got The Walking
that
Dead in
makes
that now.
sense. Like, have they got The Walking Dead now? Because I know what the fuck's going on with it.
Rick
but-
and Machine's in there now.
well, okay, they still got some form of license, but it's just horseshit. Like, COD's gone downhill. Like, that last season before this one then, was just a dog. Like, I wasn't paying money for that content. The content should be given to me for free. Like, the Battle
You
Pass
know
is
who
shit.
helped on the Halo Combat Evolved anniversary? Saber.
Yeah, oh, wow.
It was Saber, 343, and Bungie.
Yep.
Although they did do a shit game called Time Shift.
The time shift wasn't bad.
No, but people dog on it because it's generic, but like,
It's
it's
not
still
bad.
pretty good.
It's a good game. I like it. That was the, Anyone? Yes. Was it X? No, it's PlayStation, wasn't it? Was it PlayStation?
R.I.P.D. the game. They made that. I wonder if it's got Jeff Bridges and Ryan
No.
Reynolds. Is it Ryan Reynolds?
No, it's got no one.
No, but Ryan Reynolds in the movie, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
Third person. It's a third person shooter.
the name's related. They got no one for it.
No, it literally is. It's got the same image from. It's got Jeff Bridges and.
Yeah, but
Ryan
they got
Reynolds
other
on the
people to
thing.
voice act them. I think it was from what I
Really?
remember. Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of this game.
Yeah, I think they had other people voice act them. From what I remember, or it was stuff that was ripped out of the movie. They just re-rinsed audio from the movie. I can't
Yeah, the
remember.
first movie was good. Second movie's trash.
Second movie was a prequel.
It's trash. It needed. No, yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges in the game too, but yeah, I don't reckon it's voiced by him.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was one of the. I don't know which one it was.
Fucking looks good though.
I don't think it was.
Fucking looks good. Third person shooter, just generic PS3 360.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds looks like he's on crack, but
Yeah.
he does anyway. But you know,
But yeah, it's just fucking one of those things, really. So
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
just forget about it.
It's literally just to shoot someone a million times and they're dead.
Yeah.
R.I.P.D. had none of that.
I know. That wasn't the
It
principle.
wasn't a
of
shooter.
No,
It was.
it's not the principle of what the movie was. Like, let's just make a game just to capitalize on the
Wait, I see
fucking...
who published it. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Oh. Publishers was Atlas USA. Is that the devs who make yep, fucking Atlas. Like, bro, they publish R.I.P.D.
What was it? Which one they make?
R.I.P.D.
Yeah.
You know the Persona devs.
Yeah. Thought so.
Or it's Atlas USA. It was the USA version, not
But
the actual
it's that
proper.
Atlas, yeah.
Yeah.
I am not surprised.
No, I'm just going through. It's like these, like teams who made these games now are just they're just absorbed in the COD. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's just anything in general. A lot of things just get absolved in the studios because, like, oh, we need your help. Come work on this. Oh, you've worked. We'll keep giving you a job. We'll keep paying you. It's like, yeah, sure.
I mean,
whatever.
Saber's not with COD. They're like
No, but I'm
that
just
at
saying
all,
in
but-
general, though, like most studios in general.
They did World War Z. That game was sick.
Yeah, that actually was apparently a good game, wasn't it? I didn't end up playing it.
I just played. I played a solo. It was horrible. They did
Apparently it was
Ghostbusters,
actually-
the video game, remastered.
Oh yeah. Oh,
The Witcher
no.
3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition.
That's a random
The game
thing
called
they've worked on.
Vampire.
With the what?
Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary in 2020.
So random things they've worked on.
Halo 2 Anniversary in 2020. Halo 3.
For no anniversary.
No, it's just called Halo 3 in 2020.
Oh, they would have done.
That might have been
Master...
the Master Chief
Yeah.
Collection.
Oh, well, so they've basically just helped with the Master Chief Collection.
ODST, Halo 4,
Yeah,
Crisis Remastered. That was them.
They've helped on fucking the Master Chief. That means they're just extra hands to help. So they've just been doing extra
Crisis
things.
2 Remastered, Crisis 3 Remastered, World War Z third time for mobile.
Okay, so they've literally been a studio that's been like, we need extra employees to come work on these projects, help us make these ports. Can you, you know? Like, and they've gone,
They
"Yep,
did the
sure."
Evil Dead, the game. That was Saber.
Yep.
That was Saber Madrid.
Yeah, but still Saber.
Different parts. Like, cause you got all your different teams. A Quiet Place. That game's not even out yet. Ooh. They have games in development that Untitled Painkiller title.
Oh.
Painkiller? That's Saber, bruh.
Yeah, because it wasn't Painkiller Resurrection?
Painkiller Resurrection.
Isn't that the game, Painkiller? Painkiller Resurrection?
Painkiller on the PS2.
Yeah, wasn't it called Resurrection or something like that?
No, just Painkiller.
And on PC, I thought it was called like Resurrection or something.
Painkiller Hell was? You think that Evil Dead Resurrection?
No, I thought it was like Painkiller Resurrection or something like that.
Painkiller Resurrection. Developed by Homegrown Games.
I remember playing that
Looks
back in the
trash.
day. Wasn't bad. You remind me of fucking like I was playing like Max Payne or something.
Yeah, it looks fucking weird. It looks like an Elder Scrolls game. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a shooter.
The Elder Scrolls game. Oh, I kind of like that actually.
It
The
was a
way that
shooter,
looks.
yeah. It was a shooter though.
Yeah, but the best Max Payne. Fuck me.
The best Max Payne is Max Payne.
And
The best Max Payne
Xbox
is Max
One.
Payne. There is no other Max Payne.
No, the best Max Payne is James McCaffrey.
Mm.
Rest his soul.
Not Mark Wahlberg.
Don't know why I said it like that. I thankfully didn't play much Max Payne at all. Really,
You have now, haven't you?
a little bit. It's too. I'm waiting for the remakes.
Mm.
I get a way better experience. And auto saves.
Yeah, yeah. Auto saves in that game are fucked.
They're fucked. They're non-existent. Not existent. But like, that's just interesting. Like all these games that say they're coming out, like Painkiller, KOTOR, A Quiet Place. Someone should buy that ASAP. They're all well-known things. Like Painkiller's going to sell like hotcakes.
Yes. It's been a while since we've had a Painkiller, so.
It's been like two
so
fucking decades.
It could be very 50-50.
Yeah, but you talk to people about Painkiller, they fucking love it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like, I don't
as long
know
as it's not a remake, it's an own individual story.
I want a moon on the cheese.
I just Sony, buy Saber. Come on, you don't need them, but you need them. But then they might cancel a game or two if they do that because it's not up to their quality. Fuck. No, but then again, like Housemarque released Returnal, and Arrowhead had Helldivers. That's not like Sony quality.
Yeah.
As long as there's good games, they'll keep them.
That's it. That's still amazing though. Like Helldivers done so well.
Although they can get someone else to make Helldivers because Arrowhead
all
don't
the lore,
own it.
all the lore everyone's breaking down on Helldivers is so good. Basically, it basically come down that like the big enemy behind everything could be the cyborgs.
I just never knew that the IP was actually owned by Sony. I thought Arrowhead owned the game, but they don't. The
cyborgs are the ones
they
that
just
created
licensing it.
The cyborgs created the automatons. Cyborgs.
The aliens, you mean?
The cyborgs created automatons.
The cyborgs are the automatons.
The cyborgs were part man, part robot. Automatons are completely robot.
Yeah, but now they're the automatons now because they owned in the first game.
Yeah, that's like it's continuation. The cyborgs created them in the new image, and they've gone on from there.
Because the third race is literally the aliens, which we'll get at some point.
Yeah.
I think that was 4 in the original game. Now there was aliens, the cyborgs, and the bugs, but
or whatever it was.
Yeah, the aliens. Someone said they want people. I'm like, why do you want to fight people? Why have people fighting people?
I know.
It's a galactic war. Why are people fighting people like on the same side?
People revolting against the governments.
People
do have a point though because
that's not
like
out yet.
It makes sense like on the automaton side, but when you got like the Terminids where there's like Terminids are like bug-filled written planets, there is a lot of points why are you going to facilities to like shut down radio signals on abandoned planets that are bug infested? Why are there radio signals that are being sent out?
Because the bugs took over the thing where the people were, killed the people. And now the bugs have taken control of the comms, so they're trying to shut it down.
Yeah, but why? How are the bugs taking control of comms? They're bugs. How are they taking control of comms? We need to hack the radios. I think we should be like a bunch of bugs just like.
It's more like a wave thing, I think, because you see it in Starship Troopers. Like they just.
There was a video that had a point of it, which is again like makes the whole point that at the end of the day, Super Earth is the bad guy. You know, like they're the ones that really set everything up.
Yeah, because the planets are the bug planets.
Because and some of them have been saying that
the people, Super Earth, are the ones who invaded that.
That's what I mean. So, and that's the other thing that gets you down. Is that like other people said is that they'd colonize planets for resources. Because if you look at
But
some
this is a
things too,
satire thing. Like
yeah.
the
Well,
whole
that's the
game's
thing
a
too.
satire
You
like,
kill,
about
but there's
the
a whole
U.S.
system to it.
military and that.
Is there's a resource that the Terminids have that you kill to use, which are used to create the ammo and stuff for certain weapons. The same as the the automatons. There's stuff like the oils and stuff they have are used in the equipment that we use for the ships and stuff like that. And what they basically said, like some
Because
people
we're
are like with the
literally
law.
harvesting for our needs.
Yeah, well, so basically what they ended up doing was they did a double negative, like where the Super Earth had populated planets. They found that these planets were full of resources, had the bugs invade the planets, so then everyone left, then send you guys in as us being Helldivers to kill the bugs to one, get the resources from the bug,
and get the shit.
but then get the resources from the planets as well, free of charge, because it's like all ours. I was like, that is the most perfect thing for this kind of like...
because
you know,
Arrowhead's making fun of the military. Like, that's what they would do.
and that's what they do. Like, have people civilized find that they go, oh, this is that's where the oil is. Oh, that's where all the best resources are. Oh, let's invade. Have someone else invade. Then we'll come in to save the day. Once everyone's left, we'll save the day. You know?
Hence why we're expendable. Like, they're just sending us in. And
oh, you know,
and
it's
back.
very comparable because you look at most modern war stuff that have happened. That's literally what happened. They've had people move in on a territory. Oh, they're going to invade. Oh no, we happen to find that there's oil here. Oh no, we've won, but now this is our land, so we're gonna harvest the oil because we helped you guys. Like, you know, it's basically making fun of that. But it's kind of like, it's great because it's planets, so it's a larger scale that these planets being taken over. Because what gets me is like,
scale.
Like, automatons, them transporting planet to planet, that makes sense. They got ships, they can get in ships, they can... What I want to know is how the fuck are the bugs going from planet to planet so chill? Like, how are they just like getting into a pod? Like a big giant hive?
They got them fucking spore shooters.
That's what I mean.
They shoot them from planet to planet.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I guess you'll see it in how, like, the first game it shows it explains it more, but like this game, like, is coming off of that, and we haven't seen that yet. So it'd be kind of crazy.
If bugs can travel, like, they can just float through space.
Just float. That's what I mean. They just float through space. Just like, okay, we're done here. Let's just fly off. Just a horde of like, imagine like a horde of bees just going from one planet to another planet. Like, just fly off into outer space.
Like they're alien bugs. Like, you don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
Like, it's crazy. Like,
we've already seen the ones that can fucking fly. Like,
and they're just gonna fly from planet to planet because they don't... oxygen doesn't...
They're just gonna float. Really, just gonna go in one direction until they hit another planet. Like,
so it'd be cool if we could see that, or like if we could see.
We'll see something eventually.
It'd be cool to, They have started getting close. I mean, the map, when I looked at it recently, the map had kind of hinted that they started getting close to Super Earth. It was kind of like they had kind of spread and it had kind of come a little bit closer, which was like, it'd be kind of good to see if we start seeing, like, I don't know if it happened in the first game, but like if you start seeing like that top start kind of crossing over, and then you go to planets and you see like automatons are fighting the bugs, and then you're also fighting them as well. So there's like the third party crossover.
You can't cross the top though because that's the aliens. I think
they come
the aliens on top.
But either way, even wherever it crosses over, if you see like a blend where those factions come across each other and they're fighting, and you're going to liberate those.
Happened in the first one. You can have two on the one planet.
Like, that would be kind of cool if we get to fight. Like,
but then I started that like right before the second one came out, so that was a long time in the making.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, it's crazy.
That's like a whole decade of Helldivers 1. Like, it came out in 2015.
Yeah.
I think it was on PS3 as well, though. Like, I don't even. It's on the Vita, PS3.
That's why they
PS4.
never expected. Like, that's why they never expected Helldivers 2 to be so big, because they only expected, you know, a couple of thousand people to play the game, because they only had a couple of thousand play the first game. So they were only expecting that, and then look what happened. Hundreds of thousands
to make a sequel.
Hundreds of thousands, like, people.
They got enough to make in the next fucking 10 sequels now. Like fuck.
The amount of content that they're going to be able to spit out.
I just hope they can make their own IP now. Like, they got the money. They can invest in a game they want to make now.
They've got the notoriety, hopefully, you know, like...
I mean, still want a Helldivers 3 at some point, but, like, this can last them a while now.
Oh, this definitely could last for, like, you know, 10 years almost.
Another fucking 10 years, like...
It's like that, it's game of the generation, so...
Yeah, this will last 10 years.
Like, this would actually last 10 years compared to Starfield.
I can't say the same for Starfield.
Like...
It lasted me like a week.
Oh...
I think whenever I finished it, like 50 hours, 60 hours, like, I put into it, finished it.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I
I
know.
did give it a chance. I did start New Game Plus.
You finished it in like 70-something hours, I think it was. You said
I'll look at the thing at some
you
point.
get the full achievements and everything. It was like 72 hours, 73 hours.
Something like that,
I
yeah.
think you said
Like
it was
3 days of
yeah,
playing
3 days basically. It was 3 days of play, which is
and
crazy to get
fucking years.
fully, all the fucking achievements.
I done everything I could wanted to see. Like I'm done. Like
Yeah. Like
I just it's Bethesda specifically. They hype up their games an extreme amount.
mm-hmm.
Fallout 76 was hyped up the wazoo. Come
Yep.
out, it was trash.
Yep.
Now it's good, but like it released trash. Fallout 4, it was hyped up. You can build bases and that. The base building's fucking clunky as fuck.
I know that took a while.
It's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
I never built a base. I just put basic slapstick fucking houses together, and that was it.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Enough for the platinum.
Yeah.
So I didn't even worry about a whole community because fuck it. You didn't need it.
Last time you didn't even go back to them. I never really went back to my villages.
No.
I'm being notified that they're under attack. I'm like, well, I've been down here for like several days. I think by the time I get back, the village is fucked. Like, why would it, the narrative makes no sense. Oh, we sent you a message. Okay, I've been gone for like
That's
technically.
why people like hyping up Elder Scrolls 6. I'm like, I'm not hyping it up. I'm just
like
another
that's
Bethesda game.
when you break down things like that with like the logic of that. It's like Fallout 4 with the building. Okay, you build a settlement, you go off, you leave your set. Literally, there's no point in building a settlement if you're going to be off exploring. You know what I mean? Like,
I was the same about Spider-Man 2. Like it's just another Spider-Man game.
Yeah, but like the logic
with
got me.
Some added features.
Yeah, but like that's what games though should be. Like that's the whole point of a sequel is to continue on. But they come back to Fallout 4. It's like, what's the point of that whole?
I think 3 is better than 4. 4 regress Fallout backwards.
Yeah, because like I said, with the building concept of things, like, I was okay, cool, you've added building, but the logic behind the whole thing makes no sense. It's like, okay, build a settlement. For what purpose if you're going to be exploring consistently far away from that location? Like 76 made sense for the base building because that made sense of it. But Fallout 4, it's like, you've gone. Then they'll send someone out. Okay, oh, there's a raid happening, or raid's going to come, or raid's happening. Theoretically, okay, let's make this in that real logical concept of actually being literal with the whole thing. Okay, I've spent a week, like, in real time, I've spent a week building this, collecting resources, getting everyone to help build up a base, and then I leave. I've gone off on an adventure to do this quest. I've gone for a month. And then they somehow send a messenger to happen, or pass messages to me, somehow find me going, hey, just letting you know that your settlement is going to be under attack, or your settlement is under attack. Okay, I've travelled for a month. Okay, I'm going to travel back by a month. What do you think is going to happen in that time? The base is going to either be, the base is either going to be fucked, or it's taken over and some other people are going to move in. Or, logically speaking, okay, cool, I've been gone for a month, I've forgotten about my village. Cool, fuck them. I've gone. I built it to make a home for them. They need to look after themselves, not me.
Right?
The logic made no sense. But then they made sense of it with 76. You could make a base, you could pack it up, you could move on, you could place it, which
did go way better than Fallout 4. But
it made sense.
The game was broken.
Especially if you played with other people, you'd all build your little radius. You could build your big little shack city thing, and then you have your friends jump on. They'd play.
I still want to play it one day.
And then you could have this whole town. If all of your friends, if you're playing with 4 or more people, you could make a giant town out of it because you can all place it in your different vicinities, and it would place it and pop it back out, and it works.
Just like the game was so broken though. I was
it was
pissed.
just
I spent $100 on that garbage.
Yeah.
Just like Suicide Squad.
And I think what? Did they eventually make 76 76 free to play or something?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. But it's way better now though. That's all I do know. It works now.
Oh, I don't know how I don't want to go with this nonsense scenario. What else we got? Did you say you had anything for this week? Did you have pickups? You have any pickups?
I've got some pickups. I've got some good ones that you're like.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
might as well get into it.
Well, you already know one from Japan. You're like, Japan?
Yeah, I was like, Japan. What's this from Japan? Big man, Japan.
It got here in 7 days.
Oh, it's quick. You said something was coming. I didn't know what it was. I don't think it was, but
I didn't tell you. I don't think. Unless I did, I just don't know.
I can't remember.
But let's get it out of the way first. You'll be able to tell by the top part of it what it
Oh hell, some devil.
Dabra, my boy.
Deborah. Yeah.
He's
That's
a
actually pretty
fucking big
cool.
boy though. Like
Fuck,
he is a
hell.
big boy.
That's cool.
Like he keeps
Deborah.
keeps
You were
pointing.
saying, yeah, you were saying you wanted to get Deborah at some point. You got him.
That sinister grin though. Like
Martian Deborah.
no, just Dabra.
I know.
I don't know why he's got a just because but he's not Margin. I don't think.
I know, but everyone that had Martian symbol was all Martian, but then he was just
Like you
Deborah.
got Margin Vegeta, Margin Boo, but Dabra.
Yeah, like what? It's so random that.
I kind of hope they bring out a Bobbity or a Bibbity fucking figure to go fucking with him, like the little fucking Bibbity.
That'd be cool.
And because you got Boo,
Yeah,
like, he's massive though. He's like that fucking
Bibbidi,
wide.
Bobbidi, and Boo.
Yeah, like, you can't have Bibbity because he's way before Bobbity.
Yeah.
I don't know how far back he goes. Bibbity was fucking old.
Bibbidi, Bobbidi, and Boo.
I'll say that one till last. But I did tell you about this one a little while ago. Oh,
yeah, you got
that actually worked on the 360. I'm like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
Like it's cool.
Mm.
And I found out from the movie he's meant to be that fucking green, like that green in the movie.
Yeah.
People hate like how green he is. I'm like, no, that's how he is in the comics. He's
it's
fucking
that,
green.
It's that version basically. Like the different versions have that different style.
Like the Mark Ruffalo one should be greener, like brighter, but
they went with that bit more tonal. Yeah,
a bit darker, like
because like you look at like Lou Ferrigno, like he was green like that as well. Like they painted him like green, like he was green.
That's how Hulk should be though, like green, like bright green. You can see him a fucking mile away.
Yeah, I know the other version.
Because I recently watched a clip of the Hulk 4K, the Eric Bana one. That Hulk was good, like it was fucking good.
Yeah, they went with a bit different approach with it too.
Like the way that he at the end of the movie, I think, where he goes from the Hulk down to little fucking Banner. Like that was so fucking seamless.
Yeah, because they took that approach though that their larger Hulk was literally they went a literal approach and made him big. You know, like he got mad, so he's gotten bigger. He literally did get bigger. I mean, we've talked about it before, but like he literally got big. So someone took a little bit too literal on that one.
I just got weirded out because his short shrunk with him. But then right at the end, where it went from when he went like back to normal size, like at the end of it, his pants went.
especially when he was 10-foot tall Hulk, like they made him like literally 10-foot tall, not 10-foot
the
wide.
Pants shouldn't change. It should just go.
Now they should have stretched. That was it, or they ripped. But
yet again, the Mark Ruffalo ones, they did the same thing.
He had proper pants so that were actually stretchable. They made like that make sense.
Yeah. After the first time,
because if you remember the first time, he lost his pants
when he filmed naked through the.
Like they made logic to that. Like they sensibly did that.
Yeah, but like his pants like shrunk with him. I'm like, no.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff that happened.
Unless they did like in some things like. In some comics, maybe they shrunk with him.
They did. There was sort of point because he never got that big though. That was the problem with the Eric Bana one. Was when Hulk got big, he swole and his muscles got larger. Not let's make him bigger. Like they took it, like I said, they took it too literal. Let's make Hulk big when he gets angrier. It's not what we had in mind, but I mean, yeah.
It was still fucking good though. Still one of the best movies.
It's unique. It's very unique, and it is a good movie though.
It's 2003 that came out.
That's the only drawback that I have from it is the logic that he got. They literally like scaled him. They literally went, okay, here's Hulk. Here's Hulk angry. Like they just literally scaled him. I'm gonna watch it like properly on 4K to see like how bad it is, but it's not gonna be that noticeable really. Oh no, like the quality of everything else is fine.
Against other items.
The only gripe I had, like I said, the whole movie itself, everything, the texture-wise, the effects, it's great. The only problem, like the only issue that I ever had with the movie is that it's like Hulk, like literally, like here's a photo. You know, literally, if you had a photo and you zoom in, you scale it. It's just that. That's the only gripe I have. It's like here's Hulk angry. They literally just scaled him. They didn't like make him wider or make him muscle thicker. They're like, let's make him larger. Like everything just scale in size. So his foot went from so normal person foot, like normal Banner foot. Okay, it's maybe a size 9. Okay, Hulk foot because he's bigger. Let's make it like a size 12. Okay, Hulk's super angry. Okay, his foot's now like 20 feet, 30 feet. How does that work? Like, that makes no sense. Like, his finger is now the length of a person. Like, what? That's the only drawback. That's my only drawback.
Right.
So, so the movie's like a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10.
Oh yeah, like it's so fucking good.
It is a good movie. Like, it is a really good movie.
I liked it better than. I'm sorry, Ruffalo, but it's better than your Hulk.
His Hulk was completely different.
It's better than that 2008 Hulk. That's for damn sure.
And then you had Edward Norton's as well.
That's in the same universe because they had the same fucking lady.
Yeah. That's well, it was weird because
they changed the actress though.
This is all. I mean, it's all the same characters. They're all the same thing. Like, it's all in the. But the worst.
No, but I'm pretty sure it's in the same timeline.
What's that?
That one and the Ed Norton one.
Eric Banner, and that's the problem. Okay, right? So the Edward Norton movie is the actual prequel to Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. Yeah, that's the prequel movie.
Also pointless.
Because at the end of that movie, we have Iron Man get the Hulk to try and join S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm. But they didn't get Edward Norton to play him. It was Mark Ruffalo.
No, because Edward Norton there was a weird thing. But the Edward Norton movie also acknowledges the events from the Eric Banner movie.
Yeah, because it's the same fucking Hulk.
But that's what I mean. It's realistically, the story is like the same story from those first two ones. Like it's meant to theoretically it's the same Hulk, but the movies are different. It's so stupid how they did it.
I didn't realize Lou Ferrigno's in that 2000 Hulk movie.
Yeah, he's in all of them.
He plays Hulk.
He plays
Hulk and security someone.
Yeah, so in he plays security guard, and he also plays. There's a scene they have the old DVD play of the old Hulk series. And they watch it and they make fun of it or something like that, yeah. But yeah, like, it's just weird to acknowledge a movie that's not even related. It's a different universe Hulk movie, but you've got to make a kind of sequel to it. You get a reference to those events. But then...
And then you completely change it for the MCU, like...
But then you want to tie it into that.
Because that Hulk looks way better than Ruffalo's Hulk, to be fair, like...
Like I said, they went with a different style altogether. They changed everything. Everything was just different.
Should have kept it the same. I didn't mind that look.
Edward Norton's look was really good, but then again, that wasn't as green as you say. Like the green, like that was different.
No, not like that one.
But at the same time, Hulk doesn't have to necessarily be green. But then at the same time, Hulk doesn't need to be like a beige. So like green beige kind of look like. It was
It's any green you want, really.
Like it's a weird take.
Any green or red, really, like red.
But
Hulk.
anyway, that's just
I was surprised how fast this one came. This one came a couple of days, but
Alpha
Protocol. I was like, Obsidian. I had to fucking grab it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Like,
I remember you were talking
the game
about
looks good. Is there a movie of this as well? No.
No.
I'm thinking the Tom Cruise one.
Total Recall.
So Tom Cruise.
You're thinking of Minority Report.
Yeah, there's a game of that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, thinking of that, because it looks kind of like that on the back. And I was just browsing, right? I just typed in a game. So I'm like, this game's usually fucking expensive. I'll look for one. Put on the watch list. Found one for $40 fucking. Folklore.
Yep. Folklore, yep.
I was like,
you told me about that, but I didn't know, yeah. Folklore was a good game.
good it is,
like,
condition.
It was a good game, like, I never played it.
I want to see the art on the back, actually. What the fuck? That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
It's not a reverse cover art, though, because it's on the wrong side, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in nice condition.
It's alright, it should be. It's PS3.
Yeah, right? I like for 360 games that scratch up. Because they're not fucking Blu-ray discs. No, but I'm like, because this is I'm surprised for $40. Usually like 100 odd.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take it. It looks fucking good. Like, it looks unique. It's kind of like where the wild things are.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's weird. Well, you can play as 2 different characters. Individual play. Okay, you know that. But yeah, finish it. This is one that I was keen for the remakes at some point.
Yeah.
The Gex
I know,
3!
that's a good buy. I wish I had that.
Deep Undercover, which I have to get a new cover because it's got a crack in
I wish I had a copy of that.
there. It's not too bad, but one of the fat ones.
Yeah, they're nice. Love Gex. Gex was my favourite.
But well, there's a remake coming, so you don't need these at all.
No, it's just one of those things just to have because they're all good.
Cool book.
This looks great. Like,
Surprised by the postcard that was in there as well.
nothing beats the look of the original stuff though. Like that's.
Oh, like you can play this on a CRT. Ooh.
Yeah.
Or even fucking monitor. It's good enough.
Mm.
Yeah, Deep Cover Gecko. I was hoping the first one would turn up first.
Mm-hmm.
No, the second one. You can't get the first game anymore unless it's from like Europe.
Yeah.
But Crystal Dynamics, with everything Embracer, that you're doing this. I'm hoping they just get the fuck out of there now, soon.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Like they just got sold there because the Square Enix just sold them there. Like, they were so cheap too. Like they were so cheap, only a few fucking million. Which I don't get. Like, how do you determine the worth of a company like that?
Yeah, it's hard. You just pick a price.
It was like Saber, 500 million. You get everything.
Yeah.
Everything they're working on, like Space Marine 2. So that's going to rake in more than a 500 million. So whatever you're paying, you're going to get it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus all the other stuff I said, like Quiet Place, Painkiller.
Still got to get at the same time spend money in the interim to supply.
Well, yeah, but like, still you got to make it all back. Plus some for other IPs and.
Yeah.
So fucking crazy. So crazy. But yeah, that's some pickups. I got another like 6 coming next week.
Yep. That's all right then.
Just on a binge, bro. Just
on a binge.
Because the way I see it now is, if I have it, it's mine forever.
That's it.
I don't need to buy it again.
That's it, exactly.
But still, pick up Gex 2 and 3 for like 40 each.
It's not bad. That's actually not bad.
Like complete in box like this. Like the first one has no crack, so that's complete with the second one.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play them because I was only a little kid when I played them. And I watched a little bit of it recently. That's not for kids.
No, it's not. The humor in that is very like on the nose.
Not for kids. That's fucking G-rated. It's not for kids. It's very MA rated. It should be R rated at some parts. I mean, it's not direct, but it's like innuendoed. Like it's kind of that kind of thing, but
should
like
be mature, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not a G rating. I mean, it does say low level animated violence. That's not the word. That's the language.
Yep, that was wild.
That's why I'm hoping they don't censor it for the remakes.
Just give it the new rating. Give it an M
like,
rating.
Just give it the. Well, probably took him a G. It's not bad, but like as a kid, it just goes over your fucking head. Now as an adult, you play, you go. I reckon PG.
It might get
guidance.
Yes, I'm saying it might get PG here for us. It might be M then in US.
Yeah,
because they don't have.
I reckon it'd be PG.
But
I just hope there's a physical. Like, come on.
Right.
I mean, it is Embracer. They usually do physical, except for Tomb Raider. That didn't get a physical. At least not yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. That I'm like, what?
I mean, Gex is in the same vein. It's the trilogy remastered or remade. I think it's a remake.
It's hard to say what they'll do.
I don't know who's even doing it. To be fair,
that needs. I feel like Gex is a full overhaul.
I don't know. Gex remaster. Oh no, they're remakes, so from the ground up.
Yeah.
That's even better than the fucking Tomb Raider ones. They were just remastered.
Yeah, exactly. But those Gex games though are very simple though. Like they're a lot of them are they're all side scrollers, so
No, they're not. This one's a 3D game.
One of the other. I think the
So
first one was
so
side
the
scroller.
second one, they're 3D. Like
Second one was
like
both.
Banjo-Kazooie in that.
Second one had both elements, I think, to it from what I remember.
Mm.
First one was
Yeah.
definitely side scroller
Yeah.
because there was that
Which is
platformer.
weird because it was like early 90s, wasn't it? Or mid 90s.
And then the second one, I think, had both elements in it. But yeah, they were good.
Oh, it was on the N64.
Mm.
PS2, N64, and Game Boy Color, and PC.
Yep.
But you can't play them on PC now. You can't get them. Unless you have it on disc, but then you got to buy a disc drive to plug into your fucking computer.
You got to find bloody torrents of them otherwise.
I mean, it is worth having a disc drive though, just to get the old games on the disc.
That's what I had.
Yeah, just plug it into your USB. Fuck, it still works. Not USB, is it? It's like a SATA connection.
Yeah. That's what I did. But it's
which
just
you've got it. Your PC's got a lot of fucking ports there for it.
Mm.
It's external. It's not too bad. Like, just sit it somewhere.
Well, that's it.
Because I was thinking about doing that for to preserve games, movies, to have my own copy on, like, just backed up.
And you can do that, but then it does become a lot of space. You need a lot of hard drives.
Yeah.
Because that's the hard part.
Well, I have an 8 terabyte fucking hard drive, so
you'd fill that up pretty quickly, though.
Oh yeah, especially with 4K movies that are like 100 gig each.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of the discs, somewhere like some university, they let me see if I can get the correct numbers. They made a new Blu-ray disc that holds a petabyte of data.
Oh, that's a fucking big boy.
Big boy indeed.
They'll be at this stage for like fucking machine related stuff, like proper like the computer like intelligence basically for a computer. So that will help.
No, these are for general consumer uses, like for like publishers like Sony, Nintendo. Not Nintendo, I don't use fucking
usually
discs,
usually a lot of stuff is back end stuff for a while before it becomes real commercial stuff.
Yeah, well, this has only just been made, so
that's
it's
what I'm
probably
saying. A lot of the enders.
PS6, we'll probably start seeing it. Like, I don't know where. Hang on, let me. I know where Shane Lee had it. Like, it fucking insane how big it was. Like, it's still the same size as a regular Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, it's how they encode it or whatever it is.
It's the layers. They got so many layers compared to a standard.
How they managed to make layers for a disc, that still blows my mind.
The one that they made has 122 layers, I think it is.
A little bit thicker.
No, it's still the same size.
Oh, that's good then.
Here it is. Found it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone put on there, it's only one tiny scratch away from disaster. which I don't think it's gonna be that like it's not that bad. Surely. Let me see if I can get the optical disc almost offered just a single 2D layer. Blah blah blah. Okay, so using a 54 nanometer laser, the team managed to record 100 layers of data onto an optical disc, with each tier separated by just 1 micrometer. The final result is an optical disc with 3-dimensional stack of data layers capable of holding a whopping 1 petabyte of information. That's equivalent to 125,000 gigabytes of data. Like, there's no way we need that for anything yet. But again, they've got it that big, they can scale it back to like 100, like 1,000 gigs. That's all we need, like 1,000 gigs to hold like something that's uncompressed, like a movie would take up 200-300, like uncompressed audio, uncompressed visuals. Like they just need 1,000, 2,000, and you're fine. Gigs. Games will be on one disc then. You'll probably have more games being on disc because you can fit more than 100 gigabytes on there. That's what's limiting, I think. But the fact that they've made that at 125,000 gigabytes, they can just scale that way back and have it pretty fucking fine. Just a few thousand. Just one, even. Like, you put a James Cameron movie on there, all on one disc. Have all 3 versions, have the special features on there as well.
That's
like,
it. That would be good. But
because what's pissing me off is I buy 4K, the special features on the Blu-ray disc, not the 4K disc.
Yeah.
If we had 1,000 gigs on one disc, you can have it all on one fucking disc.
Well, that's it.
And it'd be amazing. And I'm just thinking about the games and that because they're so big. Like, it makes sense.
It's well, especially that. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If any other use, like, because that's it's one of those things.
Like, movies will get a lot out of it too. Like, because they're typically compressed even on the 4K. Like,
it would be good for like box sets, most probably. Could make them more compact.
And a James Cameron movie.
Because you could fit, like more than just, you get a season.
I'm gonna Google how big is an uncompressed movie. It's pretty fucking big.
But yeah. But you don't want to compress it though. That you know what I mean. You don't want to affect the quality. You know what I mean?
An uncompressed, okay, for 1 hour is 20 to 22 gigs of 4K for an hour.
Yeah.
So let's just say James Cameron, 3 hours. That's like 60, 80 gig. So having maybe an extra, like, few on top of that would be a good thing. You put your bonus features.
Because most discs are like 100 gig, aren't they? Like 100.
Yeah.
60 to 80 to 100 gig, I think most discs are. 4K discs, I think, are larger. What do they call these discs? Fucking 8K?
Well, they're still Blu-ray, like.
Yeah, will they be 8K Blu-ray?
No, because 8K is the resolution of the actual disc. Because Blu-ray is 1080p and 4K, and it'll just be Blu-ray. It's just a different.
So it'd be 16.
No, like the fact they're still innovating up to 125,000 gigabytes. Like, who would need that on just one disc?
That sounds more. I mean,
companies would.
I feel like that feels more of a tech to expand the back end of like your SSDs and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like a company
expands that back end so that you
Microsoft can put all their shit on a disc as a backup.
Have these, well, not that per se, but like that. If you look at your like hard drives, they're discs, like things like that. Like the SATA discs. So
a hard disk drive.
Yeah, exactly. So like, would this tech help advance that possibly? Like that's the things you look at.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What kind of things that we're learning from these things? Like it's more than just
tiny little USBs now that hold hundreds of gigabytes. It's just little tiny ones now. That's what I'm saying.
Like it's crazy. Like the tech, it's getting crazy.
I mean, by the time it's finalized and all, we'll fucking be dead. But
yeah,
by the time they get it, like you put a chip in your phone, like it's a tiny little fucking thing, and it's got like a petabyte of data. Like
that's a lot. Like that's just crazy. Petabyte. People are only just coming around to terabytes.
125,000 gigs. Like I said, just put 1,000 gigs. Like just make it 1,000. It's fine. Yeah. Don't need 125 unless you're in a company and you need it. Because I say, like Insomniac would probably need something like that because they got all these decades of games. Put it all on the one thing to store it. I just got it. Make space, but not all these fucking hard drives everywhere. That'd be a nightmare being like the technical support guy for a game company. the whole dev team lost their data. Oh, bruh. Well, there's a thing I want to say that now that Rockstar have pissed off a lot of their employees.
Yeah.
Right now, because they've just been told come April, like mid-April, they have to be working 5 days a week in the office.
Yeah, they're gonna come back to office to finish off the game.
Because they don't want data breaches, that's why. Because the game's nearly done. They don't want nothing leaking out.
Especially when they're working on stuff, they're going to send it back over the servers, to head back to the servers and back forwards. Back. They don't want corruptions. They don't want leaks. They don't want hacks. They don't want interferences. When it's all in house, then everything's.
If a game's going to leak, it's going to leak. Insomniac got leaked.
But also the good thing about being in house is not just looking at crunch time, but time is valued a lot more because everything's flowed better. You don't have to wait on trying to send something to the server, wait for Timmy at the other end to receive it, and then send something back, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's boom, boom, it's all in-house. Everyone's talking, everyone's communicating. You can run to Cheryl down, you know, cubicle 5
but people
down.
just hate it.
You know, because they got too used to working at home. That's the thing.
Because they're more productive at home. Like,
well,
they can do it whenever the fuck they want for a start.
But sometimes that's the thing. When they get towards the end, they want to get their deadline done, get in house, just get the work done.
Yeah, but it's more on leaks. That's the thing. Like, they don't want nothing leaking. So
yeah, which I can make sense. Well, the other thing is too is you don't want anything leaking when you're at the end, and it fucks everything up.
Yeah, like Last of Us Part 2.
Like,
but then again, that leak was nothing like what the game was. So leaks have no impact unless
but you don't
all in order.
You don't want to get towards the end of your project and then end up having like the whole base build of the game somehow get launched out there and it's in the world and you've and then it's slipped up. You know what I mean?
GTA kind of already was leaked like that. Remember? Like they got a lot of it.
But like, you know, you don't actually.
It was very early in development,
or even then, you get close to the end, and then someone's sending something across, and it crops the whole thing, and then all that year's work is fucked.
But that can happen in the office though, like between two things.
But usually when you're in office though, you've got in-house, you know, tech support. They can do things a lot quicker. You're not having to wait because it's
but still, I feel sorry for the devs because they just got used to being at home. It's
like it's not a big deal. Like go back because you'll be surprised. You'll go back, work in there, and then you won't have work for the next fucking 6 months until the next project possibly starts working on. You know. So just go enjoy it.
I reckon they'll be moved on to the next one, like straight up.
Sometimes there's usually breather gaps in between.
Because Rockstar's probably got another project they're working on, as well as GTA like 6.
So, and that's why too they might want to have people come back in the house so they can all get on the same page, start planning the next project as well. Like that's the thing. Like,
then they can have their 6 months off.
You can't always do that over voice calls.
Because I think the game is going to come out reasonably early next year.
Oh, it's got to be.
Because they're in the finishing stages right now, like they're just gonna polish and all that. Like
that's it.
I reckon it'll be like maybe April next year or so, like May.
Could be
April, May, like in the early mid Q2 somewhere.
Yeah, but
like if it is, I'm fucking put my soon that pre-orders happen.
Oh, 100%. Like I'm getting on that GTA.
I hope there's a collector's. Like give us a fucking.
I'm just happy. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm happy about the PS5, so I can get it and play.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm happy.
PC, that would have been fucking. That's after console launch, though.
So that's it. At least I got that. Like I'll be able to play it on the PS5. No biggie.
That's right. I said like just get a PS5. That's all you fucking need, my boy.
Like the only thing I was really worried about because I was playing those certain exclusive and I was big into my achievement hunting, so it was one of the things. And I don't really care. Like it's fun to get things, but like I've been grinding out some trophies at the moment that seem to be pretty easy. But like I'm not too worried about that stuff anymore. So it doesn't matter where I play. On what platform? Because at the end of the day, all my accounts are theoretically connected because under my brand. You just want to play
the good games, like
all my accounts are under my brand, under my name. So all the things technically add up as progression anyway. Whether it's on Xbox or PlayStation, it may not look the same on the same wallet scale of digits, but it's still a larger.
I mean, I'll play anything, like fuck.
And I got a PS5.
I'll play a good game if it's a good game. Like even if it's mediocre, I'll still give it a shot. Like
but
I found a game last night for $2 on the PS Store. It's called Daydreamer Awakened Edition. That game's fucking out there.
Yeah.
That game's like a claymation side scroller.
Oh, Daydream. Okay.
I'll show you after the potty.
Yeah.
Because I played a bit last. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll have to start wrap it up soon. I want to fucking do some shit. Maybe
I've only got one thing written down.
What you got? Is that all you got left to go through?
Yeah, there was a trailer recently. Did you see Terminator Survivors?
No, but I did see you post about it.
There was a trailer that's in early access October 24th this year. It's an open world Terminator survival game.
Who's doing it?
I don't know. I
don't
know, somebody, but I'm interested because it's co-op, like it's multiplayer, like 3 or 4 players.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how it's going. Yeah,
surviving against Terminators, like it's open world survival game. Like
interesting because we've had other Terminator games that have been good and also, you know, not so good. So, and then other games like we've looked at, the companies have made.
We've had nothing like this, though, like a survival game.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see how well it goes.
In the trailer, it's a CG trailer, but they got a Terminator like just see him step in a puddle. Was like, oh.
I mean, because we saw that with that Predator game, and look how that turned out. It wasn't.
Yeah, but that wasn't what this is though. That was just.
No, but they advertised it, made it the same kind of thing where it's like, you know, you're surviving against the Predator, and it was like a co-op kind of game thing, and it ended up being.
Yeah, but that was a specific.
It was completely different.
Genre they had that. This is an open world survival, which
yeah.
I've got more hope for. But time will tell. Early access, October 24th. On PC, then consoles at a later date when it's 1.0.
We'll have to see.
Of course, PC and beta testers, as we all know.
Yeah, that's it. Before they port it over.
Like the Ori devs.
Yeah.
Because I told you earlier, I bought a collector's edition.
Yep.
Which is Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Mm-hmm.
For like $40. Or so, like 60.
Yeah.
Still bought fucking complete in box. I'm like, ooh. Mind you, there was a brand new one that was busted up. And I bought the pre-owned one that looked pristine.
That's it sometimes. It's fucking crazy.
And it was more money for the other one.
It had, it's fucking crazy. A
busted up case. I'm like, bruh. And their new game, No Rest for the Wicked, looks fucking sick. The ARPG.
Yep.
Like, because that's coming out in a few months, I think, and PC early access. I might buy it on early access.
Yeah.
But it's coming on console as well at some point, PS5, Series X.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Switch or not. But that looks fucking good. Like, it looks way different than Ori.
That's alright then, yeah.
They took a step up to ARPG. Like, this is like a top-down, like a side-down.
Yep.
Like a Diablo.
Yeah.
Not quite Diablo, but like, yeah.
That Sky, that
dungeon boss crawler. Fights and shit. It's like, ooh.
Dungeon crawler look. I always call it the dungeon crawler.
They did a it was like a 30-minute developer thing on it.
Oh yeah.
That's what games would have. Like, they're showing gameplay. They talked about it.
Yeah, we need to see what we're going to be getting into. Like
games now are just like the Terminator one, just a CGI trailer, just CG like 30 seconds or a minute, and that's it.
Yeah.
Give us a 10, 20-minute deep dive of like what the game you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Because they said they're going to be in early access. They're going to get the fan feedback and change it for 1.0, like change different elements.
Yep.
Which, hey, they're doing the good thing.
That's it.
They're letting the community change the game in real time. Like Helldivers.
Yeah.
They're doing that too. Like, they're taking in the bug, taking in different things. Someone said about adding swords. I'm like, ooh. And then they're like, yeah, we're thinking about it. Like, that'd be fucking cool to have a melee as a sword.
Yeah, well, that's it. Have like the...
the melee right now is stupid. Like, it's not stupid, but it's very basic. Just but like, give us a melee weapon.
It is hilarious when you do bash teammates. It's kind of funny watching them fly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a nice little...
Getting a sword.
It's like a and then like, and they go flying. Like, you give like this like weakest little punch with your gun, butt of the gun, but then they go flying. It's hilarious.
Because the ragdoll in that game is the best.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's fucking bad. Like, it's realistic, but also over the top realistic.
I'll jump on tomorrow and play some Helldivers.
Yeah.
I
will have to Platinum Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's it.
Squad.
Like, I'll actually jump on with you for a bit, play that with you tomorrow if you're on. But then I'll
do it tonight. Fuck it.
See how far you get tonight.
Maybe. Yeah. Probably hit 50, hopefully, in a couple
of
hours.
Saying, and then I might jump on if you do a bit, because I'm going to do some other shit. And then I'll fucking jump on with you tomorrow if you're still grinding through it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Help you try and finish the last
I can just smash out lower levels, maybe. I don't know about, like, it's fucking hard now. If you get to
50, and then you could, like I say, you got to get to 50, but you're at 30-something now, so you might get
33?
If you're on for the next couple of hours, but depends if you want to go for that long. Depends on how you feel.
Yeah. I'll play something else.
Otherwise, I might jump in with you tomorrow if you're doing it. And fucking just
I'll show you that daydream first.
Yeah. Then fucking...
Fucking weird.
Because I haven't really done much Helldivers for a bit. Proper.
Anything you have, Daz, or...?
No, not much going on with me besides me. As you can clearly see, me still packing up my shit. So, still moving, still trying to sort shit out, so...
Yeah, we just found out today that this place has got to get sold at some point.
Oh, really? So you guys might be packing up and move too at some point, possibly. If they don't want to keep yours, like they.
I think we're trying to buy this, so probably not.
Oh, that'd be right.
Especially once they want for it.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's a
it.
very old house. Like it's got the 12-foot
Well,
ceiling.
that's it. If it's going up for sale, you do have the chance to offer to buy it. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which I don't get why people don't rent buy more. Like just rent, because you're paying the rent anyway. But if you want to do rent buy, it goes towards buying it.
Well, some places. Well, that's the weird thing. I wish they did that more often, because if you're renting it out and they're going to sell it, some places don't even counter for the rent you've been paying.
No.
And just go, that's just the rent that that's just rent that we just take. When you sell it, you still got to pay the full price for it. It's like, well, I've been paying, the
like,
X amount of dollars.
Technically,
like,
that rent is for if something breaks, they fix it.
Yeah, that's really what it is. Yeah.
But if there's nothing breaking that, where's that money going? It's just sitting there, just building up.
That's like here, like this house was bought originally for 51,000. The original owners have had it since like that was like 2012 or before 2012, 2010 or something like that.
House is now in the 500,000.
It was early on. They bought 51,000. They've had it since then. They've had plenty of tenants in here, and it's slowly gone up. And the last rate I've been paying it now is 420. So they've clearly made their money back.
Yeah.
And this house is
tenfold maybe.
Like it's like worth 600,000 now or something like that. From 51,000,
well,
it's ridiculous.
The person who owns this house sold the other two houses that they have.
Yep.
One of them got turned into an Airbnb. They bought it for an Airbnb.
Yeah.
I'm like,
a lot of that
might have wanted that as an actual
lot
house,
of that is actually happening at the moment too. That's a big thing that's happening as well.
I think the government might crack down on Airbnbs though, because there's a lot of them happening.
That's a recent trend where people have been selling their houses. They're being bought up and converted into Airbnbs.
But they're selling for a lot of money. People buy them, then they get the Airbnb stuff. I'm like,
and then because it's being Airbnb, they can charge whatever the fuck they want for a night's stay or 2 nights stay, and it gets fucked ridiculous. You can charge more than a week's worth of rent, almost for 2 nights or
just for a house, like a regular house,
week,
And I've cleaned that house. It's just a regular house.
Yeah,
just a 2-bedroom fucking little
and they've now Airbnb.
Open area like. The lounge room, kitchen, and dining rooms on the one area.
Like you said, the place you're in is a big tourist place, but there's a lot of motels and shit there. So why would you need an Airbnb when there's all these motels that people can touristically?
No, there's a lot of holiday parks. There's one down there, one over there, one over there, one over there.
You've got motels. Like I'm saying, there's places already.
You don't need an Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's already places for people to stay. Why does somebody need to make an Airbnb there? Like it makes no sense.
If I could have bought that, I would have, because that is a nice little house that I could just.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It makes no sense. Like, why are some places... And that's the thing, like, there's, like, random spots where people are making Airbnbs. Like, no one's going to be, like, going down to, like, this random suburb and, like, hiring out an Airbnb that's, like, nowhere near anything. Or if it's near a shop, it's not even, like, a big popular...
I just don't get, like, if you're travelling, just get in a hotel, motel.
Yeah, exactly.
They're good quality now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the point of it.
They're cheaper.
Like, that's what I was saying. Like, if I was coming to visit you, like, I would most probably I'd have to hire out one of those motels and just stay there for the week or whatever it is.
Even just a park. Like, they got full cabins. Like
that's what I mean. There's places to go to. Like, it's crazy.
Airbnbs are just exploitative because now people are jumping on it.
Yeah.
They're just raising prices way too high.
A weird trend.
People still pay it.
It's fucked.
I'm hoping the government does crack down and just say, like, the Airbnb has this restriction, this restriction.
Yeah, it needs exactly. It can't just be a house that's just gone. Oh, we're going to turn into an Airbnb. There needs to be restrictions. It's like if you own
someone rich just goes to a whole town buying the house of Airbnb.
Like there should be restrictions that if someone's selling like a duplex, and and because it's 2 different houses,
it's fucked.
That can be converted. Like that can be used as an Airbnb because it technically is like a unit style.
Yeah, but
living.
Also that can be used for homeless. Like,
that's what I'm saying though. That's what I mean. Like there should be a category where
people in there.
A house, if there's a house that is a house, it can't be distributedly advertised or being commercially used as an Airbnb. If it's a unit, like if there's a unit complex,
like if you've got neighbours, it shouldn't be an Airbnb if there's neighbours. Like.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like the category of where it could be, because like then if it's a unit complex, someone that owns a unit could use the unit as an Airbnb because it's just a place.
Yeah, but a whole unit?
No, just like
certain
room, like not the whole place, like a unit, like a unit can be used as an Airbnb. You can't really
buy one unit in most places though. You got to just rent it.
Like some
unless you buy the whole lot.
That's what I mean though. Like
You got Airbnb all the fucking units. Like,
no, not all of them though. Like some select ones because like that's what people.
that's
But you know what I'm
weird,
saying though.
isn't
Like
it?
some people like there should be
Yeah.
restrictions, not in pace where it works. Where like a duplex could come under the fold that it could be used for an Airbnb because it's not exactly a house. It's like a unit, but then that could be as Airbnb because it's in that district of being not a whole fucking house. Like
It's weird.
there should be things to it because that's a big trend.
I'm thinking there's going to be restrictions though, because people are sick of it.
Yeah,
like a lot of people just want somewhere to live in it. It's like Airbnb.
yeah.
But still, the government should be building more houses because there's a lot of
Yeah.
land every fucking where.
Yep, there should be something for it, but anyway.
Like if there's government buildings,
It's
cheap accommodation for people. Like if you government housing is fucking cheap.
Yeah, one of those things.
Like private people, like they put the fucking price up wherever the fuck they want. The government really doesn't. They just give you at least they'll give you a warning.
Yeah, I'll say like the real estate agents and shit. They're definitely something that charges a bit.
Yeah, because they're not through the government. Like they're their own company and
private
shit.
because we've been looking at a lot of private rentals and a lot of those are actually a lot more affordable than real estate rentals. It's crazy.
Because real estate are not government, really.
So that's we've looked at.
But government buildings are usually all taken because people jump on that straight up.
Because we're possibly looking at even at the end of the day maybe even trying to private rent because that's more affordable for what they're offering for houses because because at the end of the day there's no surcharge what rent you go for a real estate agent, there's the rental fee and then there's their X amount of percentage on top for their cut. So realistically you take out that cut, then you're paying less for places because that cut's gone. So
private rental is so much better though.
Where some places
you
I'm
have
paying
to know
currently,
somebody owns the house or something though. Which...
currently where I'm there's a lot that they could advertise, but that's why I'm just very skeptical. I don't know how that is different, how it's controlled because I think even if you're private renting, you still have to go to the RTA because that's what the whole point of the RTA originally is to manage rental agencies, especially privated, because realistically, privating could just scam the fuck out of you,
Because literally, if they don't know about it, anything can happen to you. They can just.
And that's what the legal con grounds are, because a real estate agent has those in there, but you still kind of coincide with the RTA.
Yeah.
But I think
it's an official thing with an agency.
Because then at least then whatever you give your bond or the rent.
If they fuck you around, they can get told off.
Yeah, because that, but they're usually with real estate agents, when
also it's in writing as well.
Because that's with the bond as well. Technically, you pay it to the real estate agent, but it goes to the RTA. So when you always try and get your bond back, it's the RTA that gives it back to you, not the actual.
As long as you deserve it back.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, if there's any issues,
because you don't always get it back. If you do something very bad, gone.
So that's basically it. The RTA holds on to it. Then the real estate will contact them, going, "Well, this is the house. This is what's happened. These insurances need to be covered." And that's when they go, "Okay, we'll give you this amount of money to you guys. Then we'll give these guys back to the tenants." And that's the same thing with privated. It's the same thing. The RTA takes the money. So
privated's good. Covered. We had that for the last one. We were in someone else's because they moved out of it. We moved in. We were there for a few years.
Yeah.
So good. Just pay them
until they decide to go. No, we're done.
Until they decide we're going to sell it. Same as this. Sell it.
I feel like
people in there already. You're making money.
Yeah, that's it. That's here, but it's just I think they're just done though. We're just wanting to do whatever. So now we're out of it, and it's a pain in the ass now because we're trying to pack everything up and find somewhere else. And it's just been crazy at the moment trying to find places, and not even sometimes you go to ask for a application, and then no one sends you an application, and then 2 days later the house is gone. It's
there's probably a lot of people looking at it.
It's just fucked.
It's here. I think went up, sold them out.
And people are quick. Yeah, the people are putting applications in before they've even looked at houses, and
you kind of have to.
It's just crazy because usually you had to look first and then you could apply, but somehow people are getting around things now and putting applications in beforehand, and it's just somehow I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy times, but anyway, I'm not gonna burn that on people and everyone else with my nonsense. I think we should wrap it up. Leave it there for another day and another week, and
another week gone. Episode 9 down the drain. Not down the drain. Down the drain. Technically, it's been done. So, thank you, Beaters and Beatettes, for joining us on another episode. Episode 9.
Keep an eye out on the socials as
As always.
well. I should mention too,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get more beer reviews and alcohol reviews up on the Instagram as well. So keep an eye on that as well. Want to get back into it. You'll see my GROG review go up there. I was gonna say my things about GROG, but you know what? You can check it out on the Instagram when I post it up.
Exactly.
Anyway.
On that one, thank you for watching, listening. We appreciate you, as always. And we'll catch you next week. We've been Dale and Jim. Bye-bye!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Put some GROG in your stomach.
Have show to the power, bruh.